What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. It's Otaku Tuesday, and look, we've got everybody's here today, and we've got some topics we're going to talk about. But first, let's say hi to everybody. Bo, you're first. What's going on? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Just been sitting back reading a lot of manga, catching up on my TBR. I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
Where I'm at.
I was doing that for a little bit. Now I got to start again. How you doing, Mark? Anything new going on with you?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy the last couple weeks, but yeah, I've been reading a bunch this week and catching up on some stuff, making some plans to start doing videos again. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Nice. And Laura, how are you?
I'm doing good. I feel a little tired, but I'm here and I'm excited to be here. I'm behind on my TBR. I think I read last night. I was really excited, but it was not anything from my TBR. But I did read last night.
Mood reading.
Somebody introduced me to a title and I was like, I'm going to go try it out. And it was so funny. It was so good. And I was like, I shouldn't have started it, but I'm glad I started it. But I'm like, what about my TBR?
What about it?
And returning for the first time in a while is our friend Nick, aka Hartlessweeb. How are you doing?
Alive. Just been busy doing my own shit. Like,
you got to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
That was, oh my god. So with the press pass, cool, you got into a lot of stuff, but I had no time to do anything. I was recording stuff for my brother. It was just rushed.
Oh.
But I did get some cool stuff. And me and Marg got twinsy black links that were like super hard to get. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And thank you so much.
You're welcome. You like the goodies too?
I did. Yeah, totally made my day.
Listen, that Zom 100, like me and the shark, that's my default pick for everything. I love it.
It's so cool.
I liked it.
Has the anime gotten there yet?
I think it just did. The anime's actually not bad.
It's not. Like I said, we all liked it in the beginning.
The live action sucked though. I couldn't finish
it. The live action, I
bad.
feel like they went serious with it.
Yeah, it fell apart in the store, in the convenience store. That's where I think it fell apart from.
Yeah. I haven't watched past
They changed a lot of it too.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah. Understandably so.
Liked it, and I was pretty excited. I mean, I was like, I don't know about the story, but they watched when I last asked them because my dad sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, it was with my mom with her cats, and I was like, tell that cat lady to go watch Psalm 100. He's like, we're watching it right now.
Okay, but have you watched it, Laura? The gore is so beautiful. It's like greens, yellows, oranges. So it's bloody, but it's beautiful.
I haven't. I've been curious about it.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like Hell Paradise. Yeah.
That was a little bit extreme for me. I did try.
That was so good.
I was like, I can't keep going. I was like, oh, what's happening? And this guy just straight up died. I said, oh.
Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones, but like
it's
ninjas.
Can't get too attached to anyone.
Wait a minute, Succubus's girlfriend? That's an interesting title.
No, I didn't notice that. I don't read. I'm a fake anime manga guy. Have you guys been watching My Happy Marriage? So good.
Yes. That is very good.
Last episode?
Not today's.
Oh, today's drop?
No, tomorrow.
That was
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Today's Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, it's like further along.
That last episode, it was so satisfying.
So good.
I haven't seen it.
Depending on how far the next one goes, then it'll be past the manga.
Yep.
Our Netflix was not working for like 3 weeks.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Did you sign out of everything? Out of every.
It was like you need to go do. I don't know what the thing was, but I just happened to go on there by accident the other day, and I was like, "It's working!" So, I have to go get caught back up.
I have to go to my phones, iPads, everybody's, and just clear it out of everything, and then finally it'll turn back on. I got to do that more than twice a week.
Well, I should have done because we only have it on our TV and my computer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my husband has it on his. I didn't even think about that because it was weird. It was really weird. So, but yeah, I need to get caught up. I have heard things about this last episode, and based on some things I saw, it's like I need to catch up because that's like they changed things, and I'm like I want to know how I feel about within the context and not just like.
I think Nick and I we've probably witnessed the best of it, which is the light novel version, which goes through like that barn scene, whatever she's in. That goes on for a while, and it's very drawn out, and you feel the hits as you're reading that thing.
You feel
and then what happens, how a whole thing is resolved, is so satisfying. Oh my gosh! I mean, it is when you watch it, but in the light novel, it was so much better.
Oh man,
that's nice.
So if you're interested in it and you have the opportunity to read the light novel, go for it. Really good.
It's really good.
I had somebody comment on my video review, and they were like, "I went and bought it, but then there were no pictures," and they did the throw up emoji.
Oh, that was me. I bought the wrong one.
Yeah, I was like, "Well, I hear it's still really good. I hope you still like it." So.
Oh my god. All right, well, we're going to get into our stories, but first I want to remind everybody in the chat, because I see you there, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. So the first topic we have for tonight is going to be about the creator of Chainsaw Man. It's not a new story, but I thought it would be interesting to talk about, because we have discussed before on here about creators feeling burnt out, and his thing is he's decided he might want to stop drawing manga. Now, what he means by quitting drawing manga, he's talking more about for the ongoing weekly series, such as Chainsaw Man, because he wants to focus more on doing like the one-off stories.
Yeah.
But he will still write it. He'll just hire somebody else to draw it. So I was wondering what your guys' thoughts are on this.
And this would be his longest running series, right?
Yep.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
I don't even think Fire Punch went that long.
Fire Punch was like
8 volumes.
Yeah.
So he's talking specifically about Chainsaw Man, that he wants to stop drawing manga for Chainsaw Man?
He didn't say Chainsaw Man. He said like weekly series, which I would assume meant Chainsaw Man, unless he's planning on finishing Chainsaw Man soon.
Can we say it sucks right now? It's so boring.
It's getting better, and ever since they introduced that new character, I think it's finally kind of going back to where it used to be, but it's still not enough. It's not there. Yeah, it's left a bad taste in a lot of our mouths.
Like,
and I wonder if that's what's playing into it.
Yeah, she wasn't good. It took forever to get Denji. It took him forever to get his Chainsaw Man. There's no power. The devils they have are pretty weak and useless. And like, what's the new one? Pestilence. She's pretty cool, but like, I could drop it, and I'm not buying it physically right now, so I don't care. But like, it's not there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe he's too stressed, and it's just not as good as before, and it's affecting him. Maybe his health isn't so great.
Probably.
The light novel was bad too. Did anybody get that? I read it.
No,
I did not.
Boring. Don't buy it.
I got excited and I saw it had too many words. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and it wasn't done by him too, right?
I don't think so. I think it was just a licensed property. But
Like,
Power got obsessed with Sherlock Holmes type of stuff and a magician. It was bad.
It's kind of like what Doctor Who does with their audiobooks. It's like written by somebody completely different. That doesn't have really anything to do with the series. They just take the characters and just write their own adventure.
The Demon Slayer light novel was really good, and I have to wonder if it was really good because the actual creator read what was being written and had the writer change things. So like, because it felt like I was reading the manga, but just in written form. But with different stories, and I was just so shocked how involved. And so I wonder if like he wasn't as involved in that, because I'm like, that's the only light novel I read, and I purely read it for Rengoku status. I mean, it was good for other things too, but that was it.
Like for Chainsaw, when it first came back with the first chapter, Yeah, Clucky. You got the War Devil in this one, and which gives us a great idea of something to be scared of, because her goal is to make her throw up a lot of useful things for her. And one thing that I don't think anybody really thinks of is that he could throw back up Makima.
She feels like Makima really close to it.
Yeah, she does. And there's really no looming threat. Really, it feels really safe. There's not really anything
Low
to
stakes.
Yeah, low stakes. It doesn't feel scary like it did with the original series.
Like the past couple issues where the chef, that was stupid. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it felt like it was. I was willing to give that a chance to let it build up, and it threw a few curveballs, and I was like, it fell flat for me as well.
I did like how Denji's like, I can't be like convinced by sex or women anymore. Like, that was funny
for a split second.
Yeah.
Oh, character growth, huh?
A little bit.
For a second.
For a second.
I noticed.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I noticed a couple people were asking, like, yes, manga schedules are brutal, especially for the weekly, and then yes, some mangakas do have a team, but Marg, you were saying you think he doesn't.
He said somewhere where he didn't have a team for Chainsaw Man, but he had one for Fire Punch, I believe. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think he currently has a team.
That's
right
wild.
now.
Wasn't the guy from Fire Punch the same one that did Hell's Paradise? He was one of his assistants.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Because a lot of them start off as assistants to somebody else before they end up launching their own careers.
Story and art by Yuji Kaku. I don't remember seeing that name on Chainsaw Man.
I think if he decided to stop drawing, I definitely think he can do it, because I mean, we have the Oshinoko, we have the original, or whoever the writer is, and then the Love is War artist is doing the art, and obviously that's really popular. But I think the only thing is, like, with Chainsaw Man, the creator has this really unique art style.
Fujimoto's art style is very unique, yeah.
Yeah,
but it could be like American comics where they just fill in with people and keep on slotting them.
That is true. I think that would probably be like it for him, like the only maybe like drawback. But his name alone is definitely going to have people interested, because when you guys were mentioning, I don't know if it was before the live stream or during, but like that he has one-shots, and it seems so many people have spoken highly of those one-shots, like even more than Chainsaw Man, which I find really interesting. So maybe like that is something, like if he wants to do that, I mean, I think he could still do well, but it would be really odd not to see his art style with those stories.
He's a great storyteller, and I don't think he would suffer that much, like using different artists, because his like you said, his one-shot stories are like, aren't they award-winning, some of them?
Oh yeah.
And so I'm like, dude, if you've got to like hire somebody else to do the art and just keep giving us these awesome like stories, then do it. And if it's going to keep you healthy and stuff, so you can keep doing, like, making this magic, then go ahead and do it. But but maybe try to find somebody that could kind of match his style. Yeah,
it's sort of like when we talked about Twisted Wonderland on one of the streams, I think, and we were saying that it was, the original creator is the same one that does was it Black Butler, and how the art for the manga looks very similar, that people have thought that the original Black Butler Monica is doing the art, but she's not. And so I guess there's always definitely that chance that there could be somebody that can't replicate it exactly, because obviously they're not them, but that they could make it so similar that at a glance people are like, oh, that's so-and-so's work, or like that's a Chainsaw Man's work, and go ahead and pick it up because of that, because it's that similar, which I didn't even know like there could ever be that kind of thing until people said that about Twisted Wonderland. I was like, oh. But I never read Black Butler either, so but
what I think is with Berserk, I love Berserk. The new art style, it's not bad, it's not good, it's not the same thing, but it's coherent enough where you can still follow it, notice the characters, notice little subtle details, but it's its own flair, but it's still good.
That's a good
That's a good,
Is the story still noticeably different, or is it to
I think it's still
noticeable?
good. No,
Okay,
no,
that-
I think it's actually better art. It's going to sound like blasphemy, but it's like a more new school art where it's just personal
Say
preference.
improved.
Yeah.
Cancelled. No, I'm
Grown.
kidding.
I know I was about to say, here comes the.
But I'm so used to, American comics, you get your favorite writer artist team together and then stuff switches up, but you still like the story and it's coherent.
Yeah.
You're not going to
Mhm.
hate it as much,
Okay.
Mm.
That
Okay.
would be my only worry about it, is if I get to that point where it switches over and the story feels kind of jarring, like, whoa, what happened?
It's
Yeah.
got to be a little gritty. It can't be too cartoony. It's got to be that happy, fine medium of realism meets like gritty with just a slight bit of like cartoony-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Well, even like mangakas that are switching from like drawing physically to like drawing digitally on like an
Oh, yeah.
iPad or something, we're worried about like if it was going to match up right and
Yeah,
things
it
like
always
that.
does. You
So,
can get zip-tone patterns, you can get different
Mhm.
brushes, and it'll speed up their work so much more.
yeah.
The only one that I have heard more negative criticism is Clamp, because supposedly Clamp is going digital and they are not mimicking that same refined, gorgeous style that they have when they were doing it
I
by
didn't know
hand.
Clamp was still around.
Oh.
I thought they died off in like the early 2000s.
What's Clamp?
It's
Are you
they
serious?
okay,
What?
they're the renowned shoujo group that have done Card Captor Sakura, Magic Knight, Ray Earth,
Okay.
Babylon, or Tokyo Babylon, Tokyo, however you say that.
Sabasa, Chobits, X.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Chobits
Oh,
are
I've
those
seen all
three.
those.
Yeah,
I've seen them on the
so-
shelves. They look interesting.
It's a group of women.
Chobix looks good.
That,
Chobits
yeah.
is so good.
Very iconic. And so I know a lot of people, well, I don't know a lot of people on Twitter, out of the people that I do know.
Lara, it's called X now. Bo, how are you liking X?
I've been off of it
God.
for a week at least. Feeling good.
It took me a second because I was like, X. I was like, I don't know if they're around. I'm really confused because I haven't seen anything new, but I know that they're doing like the we'll just say like 20th anniversaries. And so I guess they're doing new covers, but they're doing digital, like a digital style. And so a lot of people have just been like, give us back the old covers, give us back the old art. Don't change it. I mean, I saw it and I don't think it looks bad. It's just it's different because it's just not that same.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a little bit different, but I'm like, it doesn't suck the way that I felt people were implying it does.
Well, the art difference could make a huge impact. I mean, look at One Punch Man, season 1 versus 2. I mean, that was very jarring.
That is true, and Haikyuu has that same thing where like it's from anime wise, it is very in your face. Like you're like, what the heck is this? Why did the animation studio butcher it? But that's how it is in the manga, but it's not quite as jolting. And I think too, if you grew like a lot of these ladies, I guess they grew up with Clamp. Like that was Chobits, or however you say, all of that was in their early manga reading. And so if you're identifying with that and that is your, we'll say, manga identity in the sense of like, this is what made you the fan you are today, I feel like, yeah, you're probably not going to love the newer stuff as much, or like the new covers, because that is Clamp, like the old stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Your time
Yeah.
period. It's like people from the 70s, 80s, 90s in comics where it's totally different than it is now, that people get stuck in their little time capsule and can't change with the times, but they're trying to appeal to a new audience and you have to bring in new readers. And on top of that, a lot of people don't realize digital art, you can get way more in-depth and detailed than just a pen and ink or pen and brush.
Yeah.
So well said. Good job, Nick. I need the applause button. That was like so spot on.
Sounds like they're still around. They are making plans to finish XX Holic.
What?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. They, this was, a couple months ago. They said that, I guess. So
one of those series
when
I always
that's
see on
going to
Barnes
come
and
out, I
Noble.
have
Just
no
never
idea.
pick up.
I would say, Bo, that's the only thing you should be forewarned. I've only read Magic Knight Ray Earth, but I've been told that Clamp does never or
Clamp
hardly
is good.
ever finishes their
So good
series.
stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard that.
well,
A lot of the members are having health problems too.
Because they're way older.
Yumatase she's the one that wrote Fushigi Yugi by herself. She's having a lot of health issues and stuff, but she did say she's coming back to finish Byaku Senki, which was one she released, I don't know, like before the pandemic, and we still haven't gotten volume 2.
Oh wow.
So, but there's been rumors saying that she's back and she's starting again. So
Well, most of these
hopefully-
ladies got to be in the like late 40s to 60s because like when we were teenagers, they were in their 20s and 30s.
You're
So
right.
Mm.
You're
yeah,
right.
we're getting older.
they're getting older.
We all are.
Don't remind me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
I don't
Yeah,
know, I'm getting
she's
younger.
50, let's see, 53. Uwatase, which is the only one I really know of from that clamp group. So
Oh, wow.
I think too there's like a, well, I don't know about it overseas, but like with Tokyo Babylon coming,
Mhm.
being like a reboot deluxe edition or collector's edition or something, I wonder if it's like putting everything back on radar because Magic Knight Rayart's finally getting not a hardback, it already
Paperback.
had the collectors, but now it's getting the physical release. So it's like everything's coming back. And well, they did Card Capture Sakura in the collector's
They had
edition.
They had
Mhm.
hardbacks too for that. What I think it is they're triple dipping. They know weebs will buy and waste their money on it. They're like better paper quality, better card thickness, for like the spines. And for people that don't have it, that originally couldn't get, the original like Tankobon versions, they'll waste the
Mhm.
money. But now it's the dilemma of like, well, I have Akira. Do I want to get the deluxe editions for it? They're in the box set. Yeah. Am I going to spend the money? No. Like
That-
I own
yeah.
all of Vinland Saga. Yeah, I would like a giant deluxe trade that looks really nice leather bound, but I'm not going to spend $50 on a book that I already have. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
Yeah.
will go, "Oh, it's new. I got to buy it." So
And
Mhm.
we can just look at Sailor Moon and see how true that is. Because how many
Yeah.
releases editions Sailor Moon?
Mhm.
go to Target and buy them. They're like $12. The thing is
Yes.
a Bible, and they're like $12.
It depends. I'll probably put it on my wish list on Amazon and just watch the price. If it goes, a lot of these things that are like $50 can go down to like 20s. So if it does that, I might be tempted.
There's Amazon deals. Target has the buy two get one. Sometimes they do like the hard bounds for 30. You just
Mhm.
got to look around. Never pay full price for anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. Nick, you had brought up a good thing because a good point. You and I are both comic book
yeah.
fans. So we're kind of used to like at some point the art switching out and then that art could be hit or miss for the story.
Yep.
But I don't think manga fans are really
not
as
take-
used to that.
They won't take well to that. They don't like that. Even if you notice some of the
We
stuff,
have our own pitchforks.
they do. But there's been a couple things here and there. I forget what series, but like they'll have a fill-in artist where someone's sick because they want to just keep it going. People are like, this art's trash. I hate it. It's like, do you want to keep the story going or do you want to wait like another year? And that's why some
Right.
people have hiatuses for like a year, 2 years for their health. But as Western audiences, we're used to it. Like there's some artist teams like I love the Batman team, Snyder and Capullo. Great. Tom King came over, they switched the artist. I'm like, this isn't good. I can't do it. But like X-Men or something, it depends on like the artist or writer. I need something that hooked me. But I think if Fujimoto's writing it and they get the right artist, it could have potential. But if it's just changes hands, just Chainsaw Man owned by X company, no.
Yeah.
The
I agree with
Disney
that.
effect will sell it and just pump out shit all day long.
Oh, gosh.
let's not open up the Disney box right now.
Oh, please.
Oh,
We'll be here for like hours.
Oh. But
I mean, I also get it because of the pressure on them because
They work harder
unlike
than Western
comic
artists.
books,
They do
yes,
it
they
all.
do.
Yeah.
They do it all. And yes, they might have an assistant depending on like their level and if they want one, but there's a lot, especially getting it out every week. You don't have that with Western comic books. It's like maybe every month, but it's already been drawn like a year in advance.
Because it's always late.
Yeah,
And
it's always
also
late.
their editors are a lot harder. You notice Western editors don't exist.
don't
They're
get me
just a
going.
paid title that they go, yeah, you wrote something? Cool. Print it.
there's
But
editors. It's called AI.
Oh, goodness.
I think
You like my 15 fingers?
AI would have helped at this point.
I don't know.
Their editing is so bad. Hello, Marvel.
I mean, what do you think? Would it get? Things are pretty bad right now for the lifestyle of manga. Because do you see them welcoming some kind of AI artist?
No, AI is still not there yet. They
Yeah.
still
No.
can do certain things like hands, feet,
Yeah.
background, sometimes faces. In
Mhm.
another 10 years, not even. I'd say the rapid growth that's going in, maybe 2 to 3 years from now, but it's
Yeah.
not going to have that like touch and sheen that a human could. But like they've been doing with did you guys hear about the controversy with D&D where they had dude actually sketch the stuff and they had AI go over it and then they published it and like one of the hands looks like feet and it's just crazy and they're like, well, it's AI assisted, not done. They're like, dude, you did a sketch and the AI just did the rest of it and you published it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yep.
Assisted.
Someone lost a job.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I prefer people to actually get people to do the job, but what happens when it gets to that point where people just don't want to do it anymore?
Well, that's
And-
why American artists, they have so many things. They have the penciler, they have the inker, they have the background artist, they have the letterer, they have the colorist. Sometimes they have other little special odds and end jobs with like coloring with like flatting for, doing
Mhm.
digital. And it's crazy. But manga, they're all doing it.
You know,
I
and
think
here's, I'm sorry, go ahead, Laura.
Honestly, I don't think it's too far-fetched because I forget what publisher it is, but they've already talked about using AI to translate things. And I know it's not manga,
It's taboo.
but I know like a few months ago that like there was a huge uproar in the novel community because these authors were like feeding an AI like prompts and getting them to write full-blown novels and then going and selling them on Amazon. But they were, I guess, complete garbage, I guess. But I feel
Yeah.
like if that's already happening, I feel like there's going to be, maybe not in Japan where it's very, I don't think idolize is the right word, but they're manga are very respected there. But sure enough, I feel like in the West there would be somebody like, "Oh, I drew this," and like
Yeah.
you guys just saying with the D&D thing, here it is, but it was AI assisted, aka the AI did all of it.
It'll be called Cyber Frog.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
No, I think that every day this stuff gets better and better. The quality that that everybody else is turning in is kind of the same. AI is only getting better, so that's where it's getting scary.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's my concern, and not to open up the Disney Pandora box,
Yeah.
but there was a time like Disney animation was kind of at its peak, and everybody would recognize its style. Then they started to introduce Pixar, which in
I
the
was just
beginning
gonna
was
say.
great, but as time went on, everything just seemed so very generic and bland. And like, and
Elementals
that's
had
my
AI
fear
in
with
it.
AR. Yeah, that's my fear with like that. I think people become too dependent and too lazy on it, and
'Cause
then be like, "Oh well, we got AI, and it's not going to be as interesting anymore."
It's fucking soulless. There's no
Yeah.
art. There's no passion behind it. Sure, it looks okay, but you can see like the little flaws of like,
Mhm.
all right, that person doodled and like noodled it to make it look nice. And AI's just like same thing over and over and over, slightly different tone.
And
Wasn't he dying like 2 days ago?
Oh, something with his heart or something.
I shared it
don't
with you, and
know.
I just thought it was funny. I'm like, oh well.
I don't even pay attention that much anymore. But like, that's my concern. When we trust computers too much, and then we
Yeah.
decide to let them do the job for us, things become soulless, just like Nick said. And I kind of wish, like, even with Disney, they would get back to like
Nope.
some 2D animation.
That won't happen. It's too expensive. Or have you seen how bad? Like my brother got a screener for Babylon 5, like the anime. Dude, it looks so bad. And like
Really?
CG animation isn't there yet. Like CGI assisted, like Chainsaw Man. Like some of that, like it got better. Like the first scene with the zombies was kind of bad, but I mean, they still mix traditional hand-drawn animation. But Disney's never gonna go back to that. And it's just cheaper to use at this point AI. Why pay an artist, $100,000 a year when you can pay someone $100,000 to run a bunch of mods and just turn out shit every month,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about the cost factor.
I am, but look at anything that Disney puts out. You
Bad.
critique it in any way, and you're the bad guy, and they try
Not
to say
anymore.
horrible. Yeah. Well, it depends. It's getting a little better because I guess Disney's not paying checks, in my opinion. But
They fired their woke officer.
Oh yeah, but they want people to just be okay with mediocrity, and so whenever time you critique something, I was like, oh, you're just a bad person. It's like, no, we want this, we want good quality stuff to come out, because if we don't do that, if we don't push back against it, you're going to continue to give us this mediocre stuff like you did with the MCU. It's basically a template for every single movie that comes out. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, every single movie starts exactly the same way. If you were to write an outline of how the story should be.
It's a 3-act beat with boom, 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 and then at some point within 25 minutes, you're going to get the same action sequence, the same drama, the same.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? They're also doing all the live action remakes. Why? Way cheaper than doing 3D animation or traditional animation.
Yep.
So you have a little CGI that they've cut the budget so much on. Like, I won't watch Marvel or Star Wars anymore. Like, I heard Ant-Man was so bad.
It was.
And like, I tried Guardians 3 a couple days ago. I fell asleep. I was like, this looks soulless. I can't, like, it was so stuffy and looked green screen. I'm like, nope. And I was a huge Guardians fan.
Oh yeah, I heard, but I did hear the third one was good, but it's like it's there, and I'm like, okay, I just got a bunch of other stuff that I'd rather watch.
Well,
it could be really good, and that's how bad of a taste that's in my mouth from MCU.
It reminded me of the Christmas special because I was all excited. I'm like, yes, new Guardians. The only thing that hasn't sucked. And I was like, the fuck is this? Nope, I'm out. And that was the last Disney thing I watched.
Mm. Yeah,
you make a live action Gargoyles.
Oh my God. No. Do not give them any ideas. They've ruined everything. They'll put Seth Green in front of it. I'm like, yes, do what you did with everything else we've given you and do it to that.
But that's what it feels like. Everything's like on a conveyor belt. Like, here's the programmed formula, and just keep boxing it out with maybe a different cover on it. And it's like, that's what I don't want to see happen in manga and anime.
But if you've noticed over the past 3 years, because all the shit's been in the pipelines from Disney, that they're now hemorrhaging money every month more and more. None of their films are even hitting their marketing budget, let alone like the money they spent on advertisement. They're losing billions and billions. So I see Disney getting broken up and sold piece by piece, like piecemeal.
They're ready rumors.
Oh yeah,
there's ready rumors with Apple.
Oh, I believe it. Iger's gonna piece it out piece by piece.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know the manga is flourishing, because even if there's no physical announcements tonight, at least we don't have all these problems that Disney's having.
Disney also buys a lot of anime now too.
I would say, I guess it depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking about isekai, I think we all could say they all seem a little bit similar, but they each have their own little flavor, at least, to make it different.
Oh yeah.
How's Raccoon coming?
Was what?
How's Raccoon? I thought you were doing a Raccoon manga.
Oh shoot, Raccoon. Yeah, no, I've given up on everything, dude. I haven't even put up a video in about a month. It's like I got a little bit of writer's block, and it's like, you know what? I give up. I'm gonna start reading manga until I feel it again. Because I could just put up a generic video, but I don't want to do that. I made some complaints about doing manga hauls because that feels soulless. I hate that. Basically, what the template of that is, hey, I got a manga haul, and here I got this, I got that. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Why did you get it? What is it about? Is it something that I might want to get? That's what I want to hear, and I don't see that a lot. And that's why when I made my new channel, I made up a collection video, and that took forever. That took close to 3 weeks to make.
But people don't care. They just want to see you spend money and go more. Not, hey, I really like this series. Like any of the pieces you spend time and effort on, no one gives a shit. Some you throw up and then you're like, I spent $5,000. Like, yay, consumerism.
That's the thing though. It's like I stopped buying these gigantic things of manga. It's like, let me get a few and go from that. And I've noticed you get a lot more videos when it's something specific. Yep. And you really do the research and provide some quality entertainment. It's all about using B-roll too. I mean, I've noticed a big difference with that. But yeah, Carrie and I have been working with a lot of different things, and it seems to be working. Our videos are improving, but again, I just hit a block or hit a wall, and I'm just like, I don't know.
But sometimes you need that break. Like, I want to come back, and I'm like, I got nothing to offer because I'm not buying. When I put up stuff that's me not buying stuff, no one gives a shit. Nobody.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
say
which
that
was
could
you're
be
right.
some of
Yeah.
your brand though, Nick, and that you buy these manga, they're like, I have no interest in this. And so I will say your manga hauls never fail to entertain because
I buy
never
everything.
knew what you were going to be buying.
But I think
Sorry,
this month,
I didn't say that.
besides 4 of the manga I had to rebuy because I lent it to someone and never going to talk to them again. So I had to buy 4 series. Oh, I cut that off quick. I'll tell you about it later. But
Oh,
I think
no.
I bought 3 other manga this week. And the month before that, I bought 5. Like, I'm done buying just shit blindly that I don't need. I'm buying stuff that I'm currently reading, or if it's a series I haven't finished, I've held off instead of going, all right, well, I got 1 through 20. I need 27. I'm like, let me read it and see if I like it. If not, I'm not going to waste the money and then go, well, I'm stuck with it. I can't
Yeah,
do that
I've been
anymore.
trying to do the same thing, like no more like binge buying series. Because
Whole
I
series.
feel like the rate of how high I'm like, I don't like this, but I have volumes 1 through 10 because I'm like,
I need
I'm gonna love
rest
it.
of it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's that hunt. You're like, ooh, I found it in the wild. Let me buy it. I'm going to
Yeah.
say this. Being a grown man, it's so ridiculous to say. Do you know how much more money and how many bills I'm almost done and paid off by not buying fucking manga for like 6 months? I'm almost
This
out
is
of debt.
true.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, shit.
somebody stole your Sailor Moon manga?
Oh,
Oh, dang.
No.
That
why
is
would they do that?
horrible.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's messed
sorry.
up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset, especially if it was one of my favorite series. Like if somebody stole
Yeah.
Berserk, I'd cut somebody.
Speaking of, at the end of the month, I'm finishing off the rest of my Berserk sleeve.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
No.
Well,
No, you're good.
speaking of manga, there hasn't been that many physical announcements, but there has been a lot of digital announcements because there's a lot of new
Joy.
digital apps that I haven't heard of before dropping.
Quick question. You
Yes.
guys think that they're going to try to do like the Western comics to switch over to digital over here because it's cheaper and they can still charge the same goddamn amount? 'Cause I
Yeah,
hate that.
they're going to continue that with everything. They're going to try to push that with movies, shows,
Oh, nothing to be happy.
anything. Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know
Go
though
ahead,
because
Carrie.
I think it's also been a good advertisement for physical. Like Shonen is giving people the opportunity to read something and go, you know, to like it. Now I want to get the physical copies.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I just rebought Chainsaw Man 1 through
One
3.
Piece.
I haven't touched One Piece yet. Nope.
I should have did that with
Go for it.
JJK
It's all on
because
Shonen Jump.
I pre-ordered all of JJK that's out there on Right Stuff, and I'm so upset with myself because Shibuya arc was fire, and then it went
Yes.
to the Culling Games
The
and
con-
it dropped.
I
It
know.
dropped off a cliff, and I have not read a story that comes to a grinding halt like
Don't
that
tell me
ever
that.
in my life.
I haven't bought the last 2 JJKs because I'm way behind on it.
I'll tell you what, 17
I'm
drops off a
hoping it
cliff.
redeems itself.
I don't like
Otherwise,
giving
I'm dropping it.
spoilers. Yeah, I don't like giving spoilers. I won't tell you what happens, but I would say that one just dropped off a cliff. People
Did they
said,
kill Daddy?
"Hey, no, I'm not going to tell you what happens."
We're
in
not
here.
going to say. We're not going to spoil it for
But
you.
the physical story and how it's written, wow, it's like this sucks. If I would have read this in volume 1, I would have burned it. It was like this is
it worse than the
horrible.
Promised Neverland, like anime style?
I have not got. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. My box set comes in later.
Ooh, cancel it.
Why?
I thought you didn't want JJK.
No. I think
Promised
you meant Promised Neverland. No.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I got it for 116. No, I'm.
Oh, yeah, it's cheaper than I could
No,
even
no,
try
keep
to
that.
undercut.
But yeah,
All right. So this first one is called Kamaki.
They're amazing. I have read on
Yeah,
them.
they have manga and also manhwa on here.
Mhm.
And the first new announcement they have is Brutal, which pretty much sounds like Dexter.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
What
I
series?
tried-
Oh, sorry, what
Look.
season?
When I because he's a, if I read it right, he's a cop who's also an assassin, or like he's a
That's
cop.
No, he's a serial killer who kills bad guys.
But he's disguised as a cop, though. Oh, he's a former.
Yes, he's a homicide detective and the son of a former police superintendent, and who's on the fast track to career success. But he maintains his identity as a serial killer responsible for more than 100 murders of people he deems beyond the reach of law.
Look,
Yeah.
when you said Dexter, I gotta clarify. I thought Dexter's Laboratory. And I was like, what?
Dee Dee,
Like,
don't
what
touch
kind
the
of
button.
connection? So I do apologize. Y'all talking about
Interesting
the
premise, but so
My
Dexter's Lab featuring Dexter.
Yeah, that's what
I
was
tried
like.
Dexter, and I didn't like it. Did you guys like it? Because like the idea sounded awesome. Serial killer killing serial killers. So I was like, yeah. And I watched this. And I'm like, this is boring as shit.
I loved it all the way to I think it's the third season where you
Yeah.
have what's the old guy? I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
From Monty
And-
Python. I can't remember his
Oh
name.
God.
John or from Third Rock from the
Buffy?
Sun. John.
Yeah,
John
from
Lithgow?
Lithgow.
John
threw me off
Lithgow,
with-
yeah,
Yeah,
he
when he
was
was the-
fantastic. Oh
he
my
was.
god.
But then, like after that, it started to get like.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the new season because the way they left off the first season, I was like, first series, I was kind of like, okay, so that's it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
so I
yeah,
thought,
that-
okay, they're gonna redeem it, and I couldn't get into the new season at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was yeah.
Damn it!
But I mean, this cover looks awesome.
it does. It does seem enticing, so I might check it out digitally.
It has some, there's a lot
Oh.
of excitement for this one, and it's I don't know which genre, but it's in the shoujo josei horror. So a lot of people are even more excited. I tried the first chapter, got
Wasn't
to the
digging it.
end, and I said, nope, I'm out. This is horror.
Is he not daddy enough, or is it just he's daddy covered in blood and women don't like that unless
See,
they're
I didn't even meet the guy yet. It was just this
gore
the-
porn?
whatever. I don't know what was going to happen next, but just how it seemed like the body horror was going to be. I said, no, I can't do this. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mark. Third Rock from the Sun was awesome. I loved it.
That was
Oh,
my
yeah,
jam.
I love
I
that.
still watch it like to this day. If I want to
And,
put something on the TV, I throw it on.
And what's
That
his
is
name hasn't
such-
aged a day. The
Yeah.
kid?
Cobra Commander?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he hasn't aged a day.
I don't know the kid's name. I call him Cobra Commander.
Alright, so this
What was it? Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
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 What is
so,
this? This looks so cute.
So I'll fall
It is-
for you.
Yeah, it's
You're still
um,
hardcore hentai.
No
Just
way.
like-
This is
it's-
I don't, you can see you can see his face.
yeah. Cool and intelligent college student Barry is forced to accommodate and tutor Millie, a low-achieving high school student, to prepare for the college entrance exams. Trying to get rid of her, Barry tests her limits in every possible way.
See?
After countless failed attempts, however, things start getting out of hand.
I need a little more.
I
The
took
art
a-
looks
I know.
interesting enough.
I thought say it looks cute and colorful. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
here. It looked like it's an
Yep.
age gap, but I was like, I'm all here for this. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I'm going to bet, or I'm not really bet, but I'm going to assume that when they're like things get out of hand, that it ain't gonna be what it appears to be. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be something that's more. I'm not gonna say wholesome, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be some cute shenanigans. I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sold. And I have like a bunch of keys because I've used them before. I read the Ice Guy on that website. So,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy like $10 worth of keys thinking, oh, I'll need it for all the Ice Guy. And I only needed like 20 keys. I was like, so I've never bought anything after that.
Wait, hold on. What is this? You said keys. Are we on
Yeah,
the
I was
site?
like,
Yeah, you got to
Like a
buy
ticket.
it. But it's not like K-Manga though. But they do
Okay.
have their own form of quote unquote currency where you have
Like
to buy
webtoons.
Yes, like
Mhm.
webtoons. Hmm.
just buy this shit.
But how can you buy it if it's not physical, though?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I just wait till it's free. That's what I do with
Physical
most of my
only.
webtoons.
I do too.
I've even gone to go. I went back to buying physical DVDs and Blu-rays again. It's
Do you know
like,
how
no
hard it
wonder.
is to find that shit? It is so hard. In stores,
No.
physicals. Yeah.
Yes. For anything that you're looking for, I mean, go to your grocery store. It's gonna have it there.
They're gonna have anime there?
Walmart.
Never mind. Yeah,
I just gotta rate stuff in anime.
Mm.
that's true. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I see crazy prices for like entire series. Like, no, thank you. I don't want to spend $30 on one season.
What do you mean? Cowboy Bebop's like $12.99 on Blu-ray.
The only reason I won't watch Cowboy Bebop is because of the audio. It's very jarring how I can have the volume all the way up and you can barely hear anything. And then it'll just jump to a music score, and then it's loud as hell, and then I'll lower it down.
There's no balance.
Yeah, that's the only issue I have with Cowboy Bebop. Beautiful story, love everything else. Just it's hard for me to watch it because of that.
I need to get
this
shampoo.
does look cute. Yeah, no, I've got to get more physical stuff once I have.
Let's get physical.
I still need to buy One Piece Red. I haven't bought it yet.
I have that. I did get that one.
I did. I told my husband like we need to, but we're so bad about watching physically what we have, so I've been like iffy of buying it. I don't know about this one. Looks like a love triangle.
Sounds spicy.
Miss, it's not what you think. Caring third-rate comic artist and handsome first-rate video game streamer become roommates and form a bromance through laughs and squabbles, but thanks to the gold-digging landlady's wild imagination, a series of hilarious misunderstandings ensues. Miss, a relationship is not really what you think.
That sounds funny.
You were sure about this one. I was super interested, but the cover does not match with what you told me. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know this is what it was. This is color too.
Yeah. This sounds good for a short series. I mean, as long as they didn't draw it out, I mean, I think I'd be interested in reading this one.
I think it's funny because they're probably
gold digging what?
Gold digging landlady. She's thinking, oh, it's a BL situation, and they're like, no, no, it's not. Let's see what the next one is up on this. By the way, guys, in the chat, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Next one is kind of like, it's another take on Moriarty. It's called Moriarty's Perfect Crime. Wow, but this time it's a body swap situation. James Moriarty, the most fearsome criminal, meets his demise after a confrontation with a famous detective at a certain waterfall. He finds himself possessed by a beautiful young lady from another world, and what he saw there was the insidious abuse by other noble daughters. He has no memory, but his brain is still the same. He wields the power of his lucid mind and the perfect crime equation to the fullest for the sake of only one girl in the world without a great detective. The bullied young lady dies and is reborn as Moriarty, a villainess without blood or tears.
Pass. I have no sympathy or anything like that for something as lazy as a gender swap story. I sounds kind of harsh, but again, this is where I start saying we need to criticize stuff like this more. It's like it's a swap. Make it a little bit more interesting than this. I mean, that's lazy. Like, how about we take somebody and just make him a girl, or make the girl to guy? I'm like, okay, where's the? That's not gonna last long.
Look, I'll just say, where's the villainous part?
I know, that's where I got confused.
Yeah, I'm like that. I'm like, if I'm reading villainous, I want those traditional villainous beats. Not gonna lie, but I'm like, I'm not interested because I'm like, I'm not saying the villainous. Like, I thought he was gonna go in there, she's gonna be this villainous, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna have a field day. Where is the field day here?
I know.
Yeah.
The art looks
this is my only villainous right now.
I heard Phil what?
The art is really pretty though. I will give it that. Like,
yeah, I'll give that points. Thank you.
Yeah, the story doesn't interest me at all. Baseball based. All right. So that was Kamiki. And who's up next that we have? If my computer would only move faster. Azuki? Is that how you say it?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that they had stuff.
Yes. They got 23 new manga coming in August. We have Tenkin, Breathe Deeply. It's another digital.
Yeah, they're a digital platform. They just started doing like things that you can read on there. They're not a key, or they don't have a system like that. It's a subscription, and you either pay monthly or once a year. But they have like a lot of the Kodansha digitals. They have them on their platform.
So I like those buffet styles.
So you do have some like Tenkin, Breathe Deeply, Miss Itsua, King's Game, Suzuki Just Wants a Quiet Life, and some other ones. That Tenkin looks really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Zoom in on that or
Yeah, hold on. I gotta
enhance?
bring it up. Come on.
Much silence.
Da da
Enhance.
da 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 da. Here we
Enhance.
go. King's
Oh, is
Game.
that how you pronounce Kodansha's name? I don't know.
What?
I was kindly told that I was called
Okay.
the Ize Press, but it's Eyes Press, is what they said. The Comic Con. I said, oh, I said,
Oh, that's how I've always said it.
yeah.
Okay, so Tenkin
Eyes.
is the world has been annihilated and a princess must be sacrificed to an evil deity. To escape her destiny, Sayaka runs away. Can Manaka, the man who is in love with her, follow her to the abyss to save her from fate?
Not too
What was
bad.
it? What did it look like again?
I
Right
thought
here.
that red.
Oh, let me bring it back up. Sorry. That was my fault.
You don't see it. Oh, okay. All right, I like that. For some reason, I thought that was a curtain.
I also thought it was.
Suzuki
Okay.
just wants a quiet life. After his mother is murdered, Jinsuke runs away with his mysterious neighbor who has a dark secret. She seeks to find a quiet life, but Jinsuke dreams only of revenge.
Sounds like a knockoff of Boys Abyss.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no thanks.
Boys Abyss is really good.
Oh, here you go, Nick. Miss Itsuya, her teaching method can only be described as magical.
Oh, what kind is this?
Miss Itsuya and her unique cast of students as she teaches them lifelong lessons as help them work through complex family issues.
Listen,
How
I'm
about just
trying to
teaching them
step
to read?
away. I'm trying to step away from women that have family issues, that want to start a family, not issues.
King's Game. Okay, this looks interesting. A student receives a mysterious text message from someone who calls themselves the King. At first, the commands are playful, but soon seems like a simple prank becomes a murderous game of cat and mouse.
Need
I
a
was
little
pretty
bit more, but it
shocked.
sounds interesting.
There's a shoujo manga that has that exact same premise. It's a mystery
There's a
manga.
movie that has the same exact premise.
Yeah, I was like, I'm forgetting the name. Arisa or something like that. She's either the same creator as Kitchen Princess or Something's Wrong with Us. One of those two. But yeah, there's a person that's playing the king. Everybody has to play the game. And I was like, apparently that's pretty more popular than I thought it was.
Then
Lot
they
of
don't have an
meh.
image. Yeah. This one, Nobo and her, there's no cover, so I can't show the image. Rumors are flying around college that popular college junior Yoshia Nobo has a new girlfriend, but no one can see her. Find out who this ghostly ghoul friend could be. So he's dating a ghost?
It's
Yeah.
called schizophrenia.
That's what I was about to say. And then we have Breathe Deeply, a battle of life, death, beliefs, science, ethnic progress. Two boys fall in love with Yuka, but when she dies a tragic death, their hearts cling to the dream of a world where illness disappears into the face of science.
I think Kitty Cat called it right, so everyone's running out of ideas.
Yeah.
All right, what you need to do is make an isekai with either a Reddit moderator or a Discord mod or both of them, and they're both women and they're hot waifus and everybody just wants them. This could go places. I'm gonna get rich. Don't look for a pen, Bo. Don't write it down. Don't steal my idea.
I'm gonna give away my first one of the top 5, but we need to bring back more of these.
Delinquent manga.
Yeah, delinquent mangas. We need to get back into that because we are flooded with isekai right now. Yeah, I'll admit, yeah, I take part in reading and watching some of those, but we need a palate cleanser. Ghoul friends, so you're dating a.
All right, but can you say for the delinquent mangas, if they don't have a pompadour, I'm not fucking with it.
Right.
Oh, what?
They're not real delinquents if they don't have the pompadour hairstyle from like the 90s and 80s.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you meant. I was like, I don't know.
Tokyo Revengers.
Yep.
There's a mature one in here.
Hey.
Yeah, this is Tappy's announcements. Then I don't have descriptions for them, but I guess you could pretty much guess from some of the covers here. Why Ophelia couldn't leave and bed for 3.
I'm looking that up right now. You know, manhwa?
Yeah. Tappies is all manhwa.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that they have. Hold on. Let me
Oh, here's the description. Do you want the description?
go for it.
If you go crazy, Ben X will come by. By the way, 2 are coming. Tycoon broke up with his ex-boyfriend. Nope, I'm out. Never mind. Boys love. I'm out. Dick Fight Island was
Alright.
peak. Can't ever beat it.
Yeah.
Then we have
It's more than boys
K-pop
love.
manga, manhwa, NCT Dream Contact. I only know because I know who NCT is. Then we
Is
have.
what
Oh,
I
here
would
you
think
go,
it is.
Laura.
Is it like a boy band?
Yes. Laura, here you go. Villainous in Love.
I don't
Is
know.
that done to death?
No, no
No, but
more.
now, I
Print
gotta
out this
say,
faster. Print more
oh
out
gosh,
faster.
I read volume 4. I literally have not been able to read anything except for until last night because Penelope, I love her so much, man. I was like, I wish she was real. I was like, I wish she could go give her out. She's incredible. I don't know. But see, I feel like a lot of the probably a lot of people say a lot of the villainous manga sound the same, but I feel like a lot of the villainous manhwa in these apps all sound the same. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I need to know the premise first so that I can get on the hype train for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not lie. I do love me a good villainous manga. I do aid that growth.
Oh yeah. As do I. It's catching my interest. So.
I am so with Kitty Cat and so these.
Boring.
Yes.
Like 4 dangerous
Boring.
brothers to
There
my
is
rescue.
a reason why it's digital.
Yeah.
Nobody had any faith in these to print them.
Was she found on a casting couch?
What?
What?
God. I heard that.
Oh, I thought that was a title. It's like, where is that? And why do I not see that?
Why do I not have them in my collection?
Oh no.
Then we
But
have
it-
Psychometer Fragment Memories.
The art's pretty.
It looks like a bad Nintendo DS game. I don't know.
Just the cover. It's like pixelated on the inside.
Look, I first thought of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Cardcaptor Sakura.
Don't you dare besmirch Yu-Gi-Oh with that. No.
I was gonna say Cardcaptor.
No, they got
Yu-Gi-Oh.
the card. I was like, he looks pretty cool. It's got some little purple glow coming off of it. They gotta look.
It'd be Vanguard, but never.
Oh my god.
They all can't be white
Oh.
shorts.
Oh man.
There was another one, Laura, you and I were talking about. Hold on, let me find that one again. It was about a girl.
And 2 cups.
No. No.
Yeah. They were sitting down to their plate of blue waffles.
What's up, girl? Goat.ex.
I feel like there's a joke that I'm
Help
missing.
me.
Yes, don't worry about it.
Yes, we're listing a bunch of things you should never look up.
Oh my god, help me.
Never,
I was
ever.
talking about the.
So, Carrie, you better hurry up or we're going to list more. I was like, Nick, your
Are
turn.
you-
Oh, you guys.
Pain Olympics.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
One
All right,
job.
here we go. I found it. All right, just pull this up.
But I will still talk about the villainous one that I'm getting excited about. I'm all for that villainous mom though, where they're like a mom that's a villainous and they like totally transform the story. I'm all here for that.
Is that the
Like-
stepmom one or?
Yes, I have that on my shelf right now. I read the light novel. It's not available anymore because the publisher was doing shady things apparently, and I had no idea when I bought it. But I am so stoked.
I hate-
Yes, I remember us talking about this one.
That looks
Oh.
cute.
Yeah, it's a romance fantasy webtoon, My Farm by the Palace. And after receiving a plot of land from her grandpa, a young woman realizes her dream of starting her own farm. But the farm is next to the palace and the emperor has eyes on it.
Oh.
That seems decent. I
Yep.
mean, it's got the art reminds me of like old school stories like Cinderella and stuff like that, and it's an original enough plot. I would actually look into that.
This
Is that
cover
just
reminds me
digital?
of like Signs of Affection, like the art.
Yes.
It's giving me
Yes.
Book Savior's Cafe in Another World vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
It is.
And I'm like, look, if we have farming life in another world, we have like 2 different farmers' lives. My husband's got both of them.
We got
I'm like,
Vinland
surely-
Saga farming arc.
Yeah, we need a female
Don't
farmer.
judge
I'm
that
like,
one. It's good.
It is good.
Sets up. It sets up. Everyone's
My
mad about
brother
the
hates
farming
that
arc,
arc.
but it sets everything up because you can't just flip characters like that. You have to have some growth. All right,
So this one does look cute. There's some more pictures here. Let's see.
yeah, it's not. Doesn't
I
seem
guess that's
overwhelming.
the Emperor.
Yeah,
goodness, that was such a change up there.
Does he have wings? What is wrong with his spine? Does he have scoliosis?
No, it looks like it's his cape on the back of the chair.
The chair looks like
yeah.
2 people behind him.
You know, I
He's got
did think that
wings.
was wings too. I got
Yeah.
excited for a minute. Oh, he's got wings?
Secretly, it's the Hunchback of Notre Dame with farming.
Oh, it's Michael. John
Oh,
Travolta.
goodness gracious.
Did you guys miss me?
Yep, we did.
Oh, we did.
No, this,
Aw, this looks so cute.
yeah,
It actually does. I may want to read this. I'm a sucker.
it's different. It's different
Oh, man.
enough where I'll give it a shot. You said it's digital or is it physical?
Yeah,
It's
on
digital
Office.
on Tabbies.
Maybe
Yes,
not.
Prince and not him. He doesn't give the Prince and vibes. The other dude does, though. I feel like the
Mhm.
black-haired guy. But I sort of get the feeling that he's like the best friend, and she's been really cool with him. But then the Prince is going to totally steal her heart, and the poor best friend's going to have a broken heart.
Friend zone.
Yeah.
That shit's
We can only
real.
have so many Princes in the world who become good friends and actually, get the girl in the end.
You got all these other girls wanting one prince, and you got 5. It's a damn shame.
Where's my mute?
Oh, goodness.
I could get canceled for things I'm gonna say, so you just can't see me.
Mm.
Oh, gosh. What is this? Mark, you want to break the blonde guy's back? Oh, good.
How can I put this
Yeah,
forward?
so,
Being friend zoned isn't always a bad thing.
no.
You don't have to deal with the bullshit after.
What's that Samuel L. Jackson meme where he's like, or GIF where he's like,
Oh my gosh. Alright, so yeah, that's all our announcements. There's mostly digital, nothing really physical. Hopefully next week we might get something.
Yeah, hopefully. I just haven't. I think I'm seeing more things on when I look at the pre-order stuff for Right Stuff. I'll see more interesting stuff there than I do anything announced so far.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, but we did get One Piece with Gear 5, so that
Okay,
Oh,
can I ask
yeah,
a spoiler
another-
question?
yeah.
yes.
Why does Luffy go white? That is Luffy, right?
Yeah.
I will end up
That is the Super
spoiling the
Saiyan.
whole series for you.
That is the Super
It
Saiyan.
is
That's all you
Never
gotta
gonna
know.
read it or watch it.
Yeah,
Read
but
it.
somebody here might. So
Yeah,
figure it out.
I'm trying to get my box set, okay? So
the
Nick, I'll talk to you
animation,
privately
though,
later.
Wait, Mark, you have the Shonen Jump app like all of us. Just read 100 chapters a day, and you can
but
have it
eye
done
strain, man.
in like
Eye
2
strain.
weeks.
No.
The eye
Some
strain.
people like physical copies.
Yeah, I had to mute that word Gear 5 on
There's
X.
all over.
Okay, well, here's another question. I've also seen the Luffy toys where he's like super roided up and big. What is that something different?
That he
Yeah.
learns to with the
It's a
devil
VD.
fruit.
It's VD.
He learns to use
Super gonorrhea?
Yes.
no. He learns. He ups a level. Like
Mhm.
he gets another power ability.
So he's like a
Think of-
Saiyan with gum
yes.
fruit.
Yes. Think of DBZ. That's all you got to think
but
of.
he even
It's a new
exceeds
form.
Goku. Okay, that's what Gear
Ex-
5 is.
I'm
Carrie,
sorry.
it's-
What?
I canceled my somebody today.
My earphones went out. What did you?
Mhm.
I think I hear Dark Sage in the
You're
background.
talking
somewhere.
blasphemy.
I am just only quoting what the Gear 5 is. Okay, I can't. I am just quoting.
Mark, were you talking there for a second? Because I swear it was.
No, what?
I am just quoting. You're not there, so when you
Christ.
get there, you'll understand and come back and go, okay, Carrie. give me
Well,
your
what it
chance."
is this loss of testosterone. Testicles shrink up so the rest of his body grows bigger, right?
No.
Sure, we'll
From the
go with
roids.
that, Nick.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Scenes. I haven't seen the full episode, but it was like watching Looney Tunes all over again. That was like
Ew.
the most
Did you see the Looney Tune comparison? They actually
Yes.
framed it up. Well,
Did they
actually,
really?
Yes.
Tom and Jerry, they matched it up with someone did. I can look for it and show it to you. But it's
I
like a Tom
know.
and Jerry skit where like he was spinning him around, like he was
Seems
going
like
like this
awful.
and stuff.
Oh
It was
my
crazy.
I
It's
always
like an
love
homage.
I want to
the
take off
one
your
with the
earphones.
the one with the Roadrunner. I did see that. I was like, there's no way that that was not inspired by Looney Tunes. Like, I was like, the way their feet are moving, and then the way the road was like going behind them, you know, like building up behind him. I just was like, dude, this is like the coolest thing. I was so excited.
I
But I
can't
need to
wait for
catch
Nick
up.
to start reading more of it and come back to me and go, well, what does this mean? What does that mean? Because
Yeah.
you're going to realize Skypiea is more important than it was when you first read it.
Well, it
I
had a
would
lot of.
just
Well,
say-
it did. You left a lot of unanswered questions, and it mentioned a few things. I'm like, you know what? I think that's gonna play a thing in the later, like a tablet or whatever.
And I loved how so
in
many
more ways than
people-
one.
They're like, I skipped it. It's so lame. I was like, you're eating your words right now, aren't you, buddy? Because I love Skypiea. I don't understand the hate it gets. I thought it was really fun. So I shouldn't probably say that I find a little bit of happiness that people are eating their words right now, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, why is there so much hate for that specific art? Like, I just don't get. But you know,
I would say Skypiea actually had a decent Luffy fight. I mean, one that actually was like, oh, cool. This is actually a really good
gets
fight
better.
for Luffy.
what
Gets
is
better.
the name of the girl that has the wings that helps Luffy? That she,
Skypiea girl.
this guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally forgot her name.
I can see her face in my head, but she was a large part why I really love that. I also love that villain in that arc. I was like, it was just so satisfying.
Eminem,
to see.
yeah.
It was. Did you just say Eminem?
Marshall
You
Mathers.
modeled him after
He
Eminem.
does, but his name starts with the letter E too. So that's how I was like, I just realized that. But I really liked him though. He was.
No, we don't
Read the
want
next one.
Boruto
Read the next
coming
one.
back.
No, nobody
More
wants
the two blue
anything to
blobs
do with that.
Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's cash grab. That's all it is.
My
Cash
mom was watching anime this past week, and she was watching. She goes, "Oh, so this is like a sequel to Naruto," and she had watched Naruto, so she sits there and she starts watching it. I come back, she's back on Spy Family. I'm like, "What happened?" She goes, "That sucked."
I love your mom now.
grab. She's gonna be like, if this guy says I believe it one more time, I'm fucking done.
She went back. She watched the 2 seasons of Spy Family like 4 times after that. I'm like, are you trying to like,
No,
get rid of
no.
Boruto out of your head?
Yeah, no. Yeah. I tried watching the anime. No, thank you. It's cash grab.
Yeah, it's almost beat to beat, with the exception he has a family and he doesn't have a reason to be like.
Boruto's
dead
Mary
soft.
Sue. I'll say Boruto is just a Mary Sue. He's perfect at everything he does, and like no,
Where
thank
Luffy
you.
wasn't.
Listen,
Yeah,
they all can't be deadbeat dads like Goku and be amazing. So
He died for his son so many times, you
Oh,
bastard.
we've got
Oh, it's 'cause
complaints
he's an
about
idiot.
those.
Goku's a fucking idiot. Goku's the
God,
least
like-
cool part about any of the Dragon Ball
When
series.
when Vegeta has to say, you know, maybe you shouldn't let your son fight that guy by himself. He's only 8. Like,
He's got
Fair.
this.
Gohan was raised properly by Piccolo. He's the best dad
Yes,
of the
he
series.
was.
Excuse me. Chi-Chi was there for the majority of the time. Chi-Chi
That's true.
raised and forced him to study and everything. Piccolo was there. He was a good uncle. But Goku, I mean, yes, he wasn't the smartest, but you know what? He was working out his muscles, not his brain. There was no books in his hands during the training arcs.
I don't think
Any of
Goku
them.
can read.
Yeah.
Goku's Floyd Mayweather incarnate.
Oh,
oh,
no.
I can hear Dark Sage somewhere going, wait, I feel like disturbance.
Yeah.
Of course.
Someone's gonna be talking to him. It's like, dude, why do you look so pissed off? He's like, I don't know.
I will laugh my ass off if he pops in the chat like 5 minutes from now. I'm like, what's going on, guys?
Working
Yeah.
his muscle,
So it's not his brain. Exactly.
Oh God! Yeah, like I said, it's bad when Vegeta's telling him, maybe you should save your kid.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Vegeta.
Invincible. He's got it. Yeah, you'll be fine. What were we talking
And he's
about?
like 10 minutes later. No, he's not fine. I think maybe I should go in there.
Give him a senzu bean, he'll be all set.
I don't know, but I forgot what we were talking about.
Oh, we just finished up about the announcement, so we're gonna get into, I guess, the top 5 now. Does everybody have their top 5?
I get 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's right on par for me, right?
That's more than normal.
I know. I'm scrambling. I'm like, give me a minute.
Okay, you can't do Berserk. You can't
Nope.
do 2.5. Whatever. What was the other
You're gonna
one?
be shocked with these.
1,000 Girlfriends.
Dick Fight Island.
I have a theme. Okay, I need 2 more characters I gotta think of.
Oh wow.
Okay, Dick Fight Island. I want
that.
that one. So think about that one. You think?
All right, Bo. Since you're on the panel first, go for it.
Oh, I didn't pick any. I'm not kidding.
Like what?
I got
You were just mocking it.
Yes, I'm a master at hypocrisy. So, Windbreakers. I got this one a little bit ago. Nice little not degenerate. What's the word? Delinquent manga. This guy is basically moving into a new city, and he's going there because it has the toughest school with all the other delinquents, and he wants to be like the king of that school. Turns out this place is kind of a pretty close group of people in the town. Like everybody looks out for each other. It's got like small town mentality where the delinquents are actually protecting the town from other delinquents outside. And it's really funny because this guy's going in there like angry and wanting to beat people up, but the other people are just so friendly and welcoming towards him. He's not used to that. So I really loved it. I can't wait to read more. It's funny. It's very well written. So really recommend this Windbreaker.
Can I ask a quick question? I think I misread it. And to quote, I didn't read top 5 manga. I read top 5 characters that make you happy.
Either one. It was top 5 manga or characters that make you happy.
Okay, I was going characters.
It was Laura's suggestion. She came up with it. It was a good one.
Yes. Yes. Oh, and it's delinquents. Yes, I have a thing for bad boys.
All right, Mark, are you ready?
Yeah, I kind of have a theme too. Mine are like ones that have been making me happy lately. So,
okay.
First up is Komi Can't Communicate. I know everyone's probably heard about this one by now. I just started picking it up because I have up to like volume 25.
I have to 22 and I haven't read it.
Huh?
I have up to 22 and I haven't read it yet. I've just been buying it.
Yeah. And there was a point where I thought I was going to drop it because I was like the last time I read it, I'm like, nothing's going on. It's not interesting. But now I pick it up and read it, and it's like, it's so cute and wholesome, and the characters are fun, and you're just kind of rooting for Komi to make her 100 friends and stuff, and the art's fun, and it's a fast read. There's just not a lot of words. So this has been like my jam the past week because, yeah, it's just a fun little series, and don't think I'm going to drop it. So I'm going to try to get through all 25 this month, but we'll see.
I think you can do it.
I'm at 27 right now for Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband was really following that, but he suddenly stopped following it. I'm like, the part that you wanted the most is happening right now. Like, don't you need to read it?
That's also a reason, like, I picked it up because I heard like some things happen. I'm like, oh, I want to get to that point. So yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, like you got up to that volume, like that was the one of the series that he was like, you have to physically get for me every time you see it. And he's like, oh, I'll put it on hold for right now. I need to catch up. I'm like, well, you better hurry and catch up because I'm not reading it. I want to know what happens.
Yeah, I was on volume 3 and I finished 10. So I read like 7 volumes this week of it. And I'm just like, I want more. I just keep going. So I don't know. It's just been hitting that spot that I need for this point in time. So I guess the last point in time I was probably reading some like high action kind of things, and I went to Comey and it was slow, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want high action still. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
You picked up Slam Dunk, didn't you? I think I saw you posted something like that.
I have to pick up more of that. I like that one.
Really good.
Yeah. After I was gonna say, I need to read like what I have, and then I'm like, ooh, Slam Dunk's on sale. I'm gonna get it.
I got the rest of the series.
Yeah, I've read volume 1 and I really enjoyed it. I'm like, I can see I'm gonna like this one. Yeah.
If you like the humor in that and Sakuragi,
it's like perfect humor for me. I'm just like, okay.
All right, Lauren.
I went with a newer release, and it's a pretty long title. It's called Saint No, I'm Just a Passing Beast Tamer, The Invincible Saint in the Quest for Fluff. I was really...
Is it an isekai?
It is.
7 Seas?
See the name?
Nope, Yen Press. So I was influenced to pick this up because my friend shared some pictures with me, and I was totally sold because she's like she's reincarnated in this orb's like, hey, I'll give you, if you have any past regrets, let me know. We'll fix it in your next life. And she's like, I don't have any. Had a good life, even though she was like bedridden and super sick and had to be in the hospital. She's like, wait, but I have one thing, and that's to pet the fluff. And that is literally why she becomes a beast tamer. And see if you can see the cuteness of that little cat. And the funny thing is he's a demon king.
This sounds perfect for you, Laura.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my
God. Right up your alley.
I had it was such a joyful read for me. Like, I could not get enough of it. I mean, because she's like super powerful, has like the ability to be a saint, change the whole country, and she decides to be a beast tamer because animals have hated her forever, basically. And her father told her once, well, if you become a beast tamer, you can tame and be friends with them. But beast tamers are like the least respected job, and everybody does not want to be it. And so everybody's horrified that she chose the lowest of the lows, but she's so happy. She's so happy, and her expressions I'm trying to find another really cute one. And then when she finds out he's the demon king, she's like, oh, well, can I just give you a name? I don't really care, and he's trying to give his all, but he lost all of his powers. And it's just, she's just so cute, the whole thing.
I do like the art.
Yeah, it was, because I was iffy. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this sounds like a no for me. But then when I read it, I was like, I've got to see her be able to pet the fluff, and then she'll get mad if like another animal's harming another animal. And she's like, no, you're not being nice. It was really, really good. I would, if you need a manga with like a lot of pets, this is one I would definitely check out. Very, very sweet.
All right, Nick, I'm pulling yours up now.
Yep. I went with the theme, pets.
Oh my goodness.
I love me some Meowie from Chainsaw Man. Everyone loves Pochita, but Meowie's super cute and just amazing. So I was like, Meowie, that's it. Cut and dry. I went with what makes me happy. Like cute shit in manga. I'm just like, oh, I love this side character that's like a cute little pet. That's what I was going with.
Don't hate me for this, but this is Power's cat?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The reason why she tried killing Thingy because the the bat? I forget the name of the bat devil.
Yeah, the bat devil had it.
Bat devil had it. And
I feel bad. You never see merch of this cat. I always see the
I have
like one.
I have a tiny little Meowie that came with my Nendroid.
Oh, really?
Meowie's super cute.
Aww.
There's like a lot of t-shirts and stickers and stuff with her just holding Meowie because that's what she lives for.
Okay.
That's her only friend, and she loves Meowie.
I got a few pens coming with Power and Meowie on it.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nick, I have to refrain from sending you like pens of like Power and merch of Power and pens of the little dog dude. I'm like, I don't think Nick probably wants all this, but it's super cute.
I like cute, but like I said, I've been saving up. Like, I bought one video game in the past 4 months. I bought Final Fantasy 16, which is really good. But like, I'm not buying anything. Just paying bills off.
That's
It's
awesome.
so weird.
You're probably gonna get the package. It's gonna get glitter everywhere. Like, God damn.
Glitter bomb.
Oh boy. All right, so I like Nick. I went with characters, so we're just gonna get this one out of the way because you know it's gonna be on here.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
surprised he's not number 1 or for number what.
There are no
I'm not even
specific
going in
order.
order. I'm just getting him out of the way because everybody knows he's gonna be on there. Anytime Law pops up, it's always great. Right now I'm kind of a little nervous because we haven't seen him in a while because some things have happened, but I'm not going to spoil anything. But come on, like, the dude's got the coolest power in the show. I just love his interactions with Luffy. They're hilarious because he's so serious and wants to go by the plan, and Luffy's so completely the opposite of that and just steamrolls right into the situation before even doing anything he tells him to do.
Yeah. I feel bad. He definitely makes a lot of entertainment, even though I feel bad for him. But I'm like, can we see more of it because it's so funny?
Because he runs a tight ship, and then he's got to deal with the Straw Hats, who are a complete opposite of all that. And he's just kind of like, what have I gotten myself into? But it's hilarious, yes. So Law. All right,
Cool.
Bo.
Just talking about him, Sakuragi from Slam Dunk. Of course, you got your delinquent again. Main character joins basketball to win over his crush, who's basically really friendly towards him, but he's doing his best to try to win her over. And he becomes he actually has some natural talent to play basketball and ends up joining the team, but he gets kind of a big head about himself, so he's always talking himself up. It's like, oh, I'm the greatest player in all the world, and he gets humbled so much. And what I love about this, he doesn't become like this fantastic player who's great at everything. He's very flawed, and you kind of see his progress and the whole team's progress as well. And the way he acts towards the coach, I'm going to let you read that if you decide to pick it up, but it has me in stitches every time. I love his interactions with anybody. He's the funniest thing I've read in a while.
Every time I see it, I always think of the cheer that the cheerleaders do in the anime. They're like, Rukawa, Rukawa. I love it.
I'm going to see the movie yeah, like soon.
My gosh. I was bummed that I didn't actually go see it in theaters, especially since a lot of people said it wasn't like a continuation of the story of the last, or whatever is the last episode of the anime.
No.
I was like, I could have seen it and been okay.
I think they said that it takes off after 24 or after 23. It's one of those two. Like I think it's where the nationals start. So.
Oh, okay.
My brother asked me to go see it with him. He's like, I'm gonna ask and feel stupid, and I just laughed right in his face. I'm like, I'm not gonna go see a fucking sports anime in the movies. What are you, crazy?
Yeah. You have to tell me what you thought of Barbie, because you never told me.
Oh my god, Barbie was so good.
Oh my gosh, you liked it.
I loved it. We can talk about it later, but it was awesome.
Okay.
But what I will say, I hate sports. I don't like watching it. I'd rather play them. And when it came to reading this stuff, I was like, no, thank you. So I stayed away from it for the longest, but yeah, talked into it. After I read it, like, yes, this writing and everything else, it's a really great story. It's not focused so much on the game, but it's more of like the character growth. So I'm happy with it.
It always reminds me of like Tonika and Noya from Haikyuu became like one character and they were the main character.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of every time.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. Mark. Okay.
My turn?
Mark.
Okay. I picked I am a wolf, but my boss is a sheep. This is so cute, and I don't see a lot of people like picking this up, but if you like office rom-com like stuff, this is it. I don't really like animal kind of people, you know what I mean? Like, but they have like ears and tails, but it just adds to like the funny comedy of the story because this guy right here in the middle has a crush on her, and she has a crush on him, and whenever she does something that makes him happy, his tail like wags and stuff. So it's super cute.
Is that volume 3?
Huh?
Is that volume 3 or is that volume 2?
Yeah, this is volume 3. This is the most recent one that came out. Every time this comes in, I get super giddy because I swear after I read it, I'm so giggly like afterwards because it's the most adorable thing ever. My friend January, we do a lot of buddy reading stuff together. She was like, "You have to pick this up because it is so up your alley." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." And I did, and I'm like, I'm so happy I did. But the art is fun, the stories are fun. It's just a cute office romance. And yeah, I'm a sucker for those. So super cute, super fun. So if you're looking for something that's not like, I don't know, this is different from anything I've read. So I feel like I don't know. I just feel like nobody's talking about it, and they should. And the back's really cute too with the little chibi character.
Marg, when you get done, check the private chat.
Okay. No, I'm not a furry. I don't like the furry stuff.
She's been opened up to a new world.
Yeah, but it's super cute. I can't wait to see what's going on.
Oh my goodness, that girl's causing problems for the ship though. I read volume 1 and I really like their like dynamic and how they're I didn't like how like their coworkers be causing problems though. They're like, he's a wolf and you're a sheep. Like get out of here without him, miss. Let him be. Let him be.
Listen, it starts with a cute Neko girl, and then you're in a fursuit, and then you're getting chained up and hit by a whale. Like,
no,
it's a slippery slope, Mark. Be careful.
Cheap. And then you've got like other like breeds of animals and stuff in there, and their breeds kind of play she's a sheep.
No, the other girl you're pointing to,
the other girl, she looks like she's she might be a wolf too. I don't know. Her ears are kind of down, but she has like a dog tail. She might be a dog. But yeah, I like how like their breed, like, because the sheep are kind of like timid and things like that, and the wolf are like go-getters and things like that. So their personalities come out in that way too. So it's really fun.
So I should try that, and then interspecies reviewers.
Do what?
Never mind. It's over your head. Don't worry about it.
Talking about giggling and stuff like you were talking about, Mark. And you got Papa. Oh my goodness. I love this manga so much. It's so wholesome, so sweet. I don't even know what to say about it. Like, I love it so much, and I can't even put my excitement, my love for this story into words, but it is one of the most wholesome things. And it's just this guy who acts sort of like, people say he's sort of mean. He's not really mean though, but he's sort of grumpy at work a little. Well, he's not grumpy. He's like, let me just do my job. I'm here to work. I don't care. Let me do whatever I need to do. But when he comes home, he is the sweetest man to his wife. So precious, so precious. And then they have their little girl right here. Oh my goodness.
I love
this
her
is
little
like
face.
a manga that I feel like maybe not idolizes. I don't know why that word's in my brain today. I've used that twice now, but like it shows how beautiful family can be, and like how you want your family to be as cute and adorable as them with these sweetest interactions. It's so good. I'm failing on words, but I love it. Like, look at them. They're just so cute. They're so adorable. Like the sweetness and the wholesomeness and just the art is adorable. I can't recommend it enough. Sorry, that was probably pretty fast there, but it's just so good. It's just so good. Sorry. That's all I got for you guys is if you need some like above normal, above average of wholesome levels, this manga is for you. And it's totally episodic, so it's just the cuteness. So that's all I got. Sorry, it's not
What was the name of that again?
Got Papa, Daddy at Work, and at Home. This is in Professor Taku's top 5, top 10 manga, so it's not just me who loves. And Marg, you love it too, correct?
Yep.
Yep. So the giggling is real with this manga. So cute. I'm done.
I wonder how many volumes it's going to be.
I wonder that too. They're slowing down. So anyways,
I was muted again. I was like, why is no one talking to me? I picked Poir because he's super cute and fun, and he's just a little like badass. I'm sad Poir was never in Super.
Oh
He's from
yeah,
Dragon Ball. Yeah, Poir.
Mhm.
Well, maybe Barris replaced him as
probably.
the cat character.
Only one cat in here.
Well, I can't pick my other character because he's offensive. So
Oh yeah,
we know who I'm talking about.
yeah.
But yeah, I picked Poir. I was just going with like cute little animal sidekicks for my themes. So, yep, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z Poir. I'm done.
All right. Speaking of cute, adorable, and absolutely hilarious, Anya.
Anya.
She just cracks me up. I love her so much. And her facial expressions. Like, oh my god.
Little cutie.
Mm.
How can you not like Anya?
I don't know.
You have to be a monster to hate her.
Too cute.
Too funny. Love her powers.
Well, I
Love
mean,
that she can hear everybody's thoughts.
Her facial
Yeah.
expressions are awesome.
Jacob hates her, so he's a monster.
Who?
Jacob hates her.
Jacob hates the whole series.
He does.
I love him though. He's honest and he's too funny. I love talking to him outside
He's
of
promised
manga
not
stuff.
to make fun of One Piece for the month, so.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah, Anya does have the best smug face of all time.
Yeah, I love her.
Especially with, like, she thinks she's, like, giving, like, a smile to Damien, and he's thinking she's up to no good.
She looks like a deranged crackhead when she smiles. It's like,
I know, she's like, "Eh."
Good lord.
I want to not have a face either.
What is
Come on,
he
Bo, do
doing?
it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Gary, come on, do it.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so
Order 66. Do it.
I'm gonna do mine real quick so Mark can like run back to the PC. But I want to do here you go.
Down a little. Yep, right there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Sagiri. I think it was Sagiri. I have trouble with her name, but if you're reading Hell's Paradise or watching Hell's Paradise, one of my favorite characters, gorgeous and lethal. I think her struggle with becoming like her job is basically an executioner, and she's teamed up with our main character, and they are on a mission to get an elixir of immortal life. And her thing is she's got to execute this guy who's basically unkillable if he fails at his mission. And but she struggles with her job, and it kind of the story kind of goes over that, and I see a lot of character growth with her, and I really love it when she's on screen. As far as the anime goes, and if you're watching the anime, you might not know this, but the person that does Horimiya's voice is actually her as well.
Have you not read the whole series yet?
I'm on number 7,
Okay.
8. Yeah, 8.
She has a lot of improvement and growth, and she really does show how badass she is by the end of it. It was a good series.
yeah.
I loved it.
Mhm.
Yeah, loving it so far. I had to get the whole thing, but yeah, there's some series that you can just that's gonna be a good series all the way. But JJK, I should have saw it from the beginning because I did have a rough time reading it through like volume 7 and 8. It was hard to get into those.
Not going to spoil it, but you may hate the
I
ending. You
dropped
may
it at
not.
3.
I thought it wasn't a bad ending, but you may not like the ending to Hell's
It's-
Paradise.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
What did you think? Did you hate it, Carrie, or you like it? I liked it. I can see why
liked
people don't like it.
I liked it.
You're fine. You liked it, Mark?
I
wasn't
did.
bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
For sure, I like it. All right.
Mark,
Alright.
you're up.
Oh, all right. Since we're on the furry train, I guess I'll talk about Kingsby.
Oh my god,
not.
I'm fucking out. I'm done. Goodbye, guys. I have your address. Do you want me to just send you a tail in the mail? Do you want a glow up one or just like a?
No.
No. I'm not into it. But this one's really cute. It's a like historical romance. First of all, it's Ray Toma because she does amazing stuff. She does Dawn of the Arcana. So go check out Carrie's video that she just did of it. She dropped that yesterday? I watched it today though. So
very well done.
So good. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I did watch it yesterday. Oh, I'm all messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good. The romance in this is just so good, and the mystery and everything. Basically, we have these two twins that the boy twin starts working for the palace, and he ends up getting killed, and the girl twin, she decides that she is going to join like a military and train to become to pose as like a boy Ajin. They call them Ajins in this. Like it's set in the same world as Dawn of the Arcana. So but yeah, she trains to be a like lethal weapon basically to get into the palace and find out what happened to her brother. So it's really good. I've gotten Elite Collector into reading this and a few other people into reading this. So if you're a guy and you really don't like shoujo that much, I highly recommend you pick this up because you just might, and it's really fun.
What
and
did Elite Collector say?
the characters are great, and I love them so much.
Listen, if Elite says it's good, he's pretty spot on with stuff I like.
So
yeah,
and it's the perfect amount of spice in this too. It's not too much and it's not too little. And it's so good. And there's like action scenes in it too. So highly recommend.
Would you say the heat is about the same as Sweat and Soap, or more or less?
I'd say
Sweat and Soap's not even spicy, bro.
I don't know. Right? That first one was it's a little spicy.
I'd say it's about the same, but the spiciness doesn't come till like later.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
so they show you like headshots of them in bed
that like bring the spiciness. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I don't think it has any of those kind of scenes, Nick.
Yeah, you get a dinner.
Listen, I'm liking what is it? Can't think of the one that I really liked from Steamship. Outbride. Outbride was a little spicy.
I love the covers of that series.
You would not like it, Laura. Nope.
I was about to say.
Covers are so pretty, and even the men look really nice too.
They are.
I was like, I know the premise of this. I was like, this is not my cup of tea. But I was like, I do appreciate the covers when I see them.
Unless you're in a girl that has to survive eating demigod fluids, I don't think you're gonna like it.
No, I didn't know that was the premise.
That's pretty much the premise. That's the only way she can survive.
I knew it was a reverse harem, but
yeah, it's not that spicy. There's no like naked. There's no like sex scenes per se, but
I'm
just the tension between the characters is just like, whew, like come on.
I'm gonna do like Shark Tank. I was like, I'm gonna make this easy for you. I'm out.
Now, see, I like it when it's a cute, sweet story and they don't go too hard into like pushing the sexual stuff and you just let your imagination run wild and you're like, I just want to see them get together. Sometimes I do like a cute, wholesome story that's not smut, you know?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about now.
Very cute and sweet, doesn't have any kind of agenda. I'm saying Imakoi, now I'm in love. Oh gosh, I love this manga so much.
Inducing.
Yeah, it's so wholesome and sweet. It's just about this main girl here. I forget her name, Satomi. Yeah, she liked this one guy in middle school, but she never had like the guts to confess to him. And so Yagyu here like saves her on the train from like a awkward incident and be a horrible incident. And so she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell him I like him and see where it goes. And he's like, okay, well, let's get to know each other. And they start dating, and like I was sort of offended that the creator said in the latest volume, she's like, they act like a married old couple. And I was like, this is why I'm reading the series, because they act like that. Okay. Like, don't take that away from me, because they really do. They have great communication. They have very sweet moments where like they're sometimes awkward where they don't know if they should kiss the other person, but they do. And then it's really sweet. And they have like even one moment where they go, Yagyu treats Satomi to this really special occasion, and they go and they spend the night together. And just everything is, I mean, nothing happens, but like the awkwardness between them, and just seeing them grow together is so very sweet and very precious. I'm like, I love seeing just them grow together and them not really have any huge drama incidents, because it's just very, very sweet. And I'm like, I'm living for that, but there's a little bit of a change of direction in the sense like we're going to focus on a new couple, which isn't bad. I like them, but I like my 35-year-old age couple as well. So if you need that kind of sweetness.
Can we just admit you're into age gaps? Just admit it to yourself and we're okay.
This one's not an age gap. Well, here's the thing. I was actually talking to a friend. I was like, I don't have a huge problem with age gaps because I'm like, I'm in an age gap marriage. And so it feels like if I find age gaps problematic, then I'm finding my own marriage problematic. So I don't, it really usually goes at how young the girl is. Usually.
Laura, don't worry. I'm just giving you a hard time. I don't see an issue with it. If you're both adults, who gives a shit?
I wouldn't say it like that, but I do agree.
That's
like
the politest way to put it.
I concur.
Unless you're 75, then you're just a creep.
This is also true.
They're not even sugar daddies. They're like dust daddies.
Or mamas.
I mean, Kitty Cat, you do have a point, but I feel like, it's like in fiction, because there's another one where they're old and they're very sweet and very romantic. So, I mean...
good of Vincent's.
Oh. We'll just fictionalize the sweet marriages being old and cranky. where they're not old and cranky.
But if they're still together, I mean, being old and cranky, at least something's working. So
that is true.
Live with someone for like 40, 50 years, you're not going to agree on everything. There's still the passion and love.
No, it's those disagreements that help spark some. Yeah, never mind.
Yo, my grandma used to hit my grandfather over the head with a frying pan. They were still in the 60s. She'd be like, "Shut up, Chippy!" Bang! And I'm like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Mega's got a question for Bo, Nick.
I do. I almost made a comment. Nope. Yeah, they're fine.
Yep. Yes, I think that's big fan all my life. Yep.
Pen Pen.
Pen.
I've used Pen Pen a couple times, but Pen Pen's super cute. I'm a huge fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion. He's a hot springs penguin that's genetically modified and sleeps in a fridge. And in the fourth OVA for the new Evangelion series, there's a bunch of Pen Pens in New Neon Tokyo, and he's just cute and fun. And he likes beer. That's it. He's just cute. I just went with shit that makes me smile and go, "Oh, super cute." So yeah, Pen Pen.
I love it. I thought you were talking about he was from, was it Goodnight Poon Poon? Because the design on his shirt reminded me of that. And I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. But then you said...
That's an angel. Those are like the monsters from outer space that come down. It's
kaijus.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
they're basically kaijus with religious themes for it, yeah.
Interesting.
No, I don't like orcs. I don't get into that weird, no. Give me a hot elf girl any day, but orcs, you got something wrong with you.
No comment.
I mean,
maybe some goblins.
It's a trap.
Just disgusting. What are you talking about?
I heard the ones, and what is it? I was reincarnated as a slime or whatever. The slime manga, though. I've heard they're pretty cool in there.
No, they're just nope. Just maybe I was.
I'm sorry. Where were you?
Speaking of a story with orcs, this next one, the main character, is one of my new favorites. Thanks to Bo, who introduced me to this series. I have to get the rest of the volumes, but the Dark Lord from Monster Guild is freaking hilarious.
Is that the one you were telling us about?
Yes.
It's hilarious. This Dark Lord gets defeated by the hero, and then he gets reincarnated at way less powerful than he expected to be, and he's kind of just traveling across the land trying to get his power back, and he gets beat up by that little slime at one point, and he ends up teaming up with the little slime, and he ends up at an orc village, and the orcs are kind of going on about how the Dark Lord was the one who got them all into the war and they're pissed off. He's trying to not let them know he was the Dark Lord. It's hilarious.
Yes, I
It
absolutely
is.
love the art too. Yes, it gets
Yes.
even better as you get to the series.
Is this just a fantasy or is it an isekai?
Not an
It's a
isekai.
fantasy. It's
Fantasy.
yeah. It's he gets reincarnated in his own world.
Yeah,
So it's like
Gotcha.
he had like a failsafe, but then it messed up and he came back less powerful.
Yeah, having to rebuild himself, and you get the Demon Lord's take on everything, and how it's like, what it's like for all the monsters and everything. It gets pretty funny in the first volume, and then progressively gets a little serious and actually really interesting. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, especially
Absolutely.
when he starts to see what everybody else saw him as when he was the all powerful Dark Lord. It's
Not as
great.
great. He wasn't great.
He makes some funny comments in there too. Well, maybe he was just,
Yeah.
trying to improve things and didn't realize it was going to go that far.
What's Gamma Monster?
Oh, Omega? I don't know.
Or yeah. I don't think I've heard of that.
Can you show us?
Yeah.
I don't have any to show. So.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Can
you give us an example, Omega?
All right. So me, I really got into I Am a Hero. It's been sitting on my shelf for God knows how long.
I gotta get that.
Well, it's been out for so long, and so I just stopped picking it up. And then I read it, and I was like, "This is really good." I went to look for it again because I thought I heard it restocked, and it's out again. Like, no. Basically, you have a zombie story right here where the main character sees things that aren't there, which makes it pretty interesting because I'm like, oh my god. So that makes things a little scary because you don't know if he's going to be attacked by something real or what. You don't know what's real or even if the zombies are real so far. That where I'm at right now, loving it, and really recommend this main character. He is really goofy and kind of out there. I'll let the pictures kind of like he walks into his apartment and he's just goofing off. So it starts off kind of funny and weird, but it gets pretty serious in some in some spots. But it's very easy to read. A lot of really well illustrated pages, kind of like Gantz in a way. I don't know if they had anything, the manga had anything to do with this one or not, but really well done. Love it.
Same manga as Under Ninja.
That's what it was. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to see what you think at the end.
Oh, how many volumes is it?
What, Under Ninja? It's 3 right now.
No.
6, 8, 10, 12 or 13. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, Mark.
Let's see. We'll go with this one. It is In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. This is just it's so cute, especially this volume 5. It had so much cuteness going on in it. Basically, you have this girl that is the prince of her school, which, everyone thinks she's very handsome and everything, and some people mistake her for a boy. And she's never really noticed by boys until this guy comes along. He's kind of like a delinquent looking guy. So you'd like this one, Bo. And he takes notice of her and she's not used to it. And they start talking and it's really sweet, really cute if you like high school romance stuff. But there's not a lot of emphasis on like high school happenings. It's more about like the relationship and like how they feel and what's going on in their heads as things are going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really cute, really adorable. The art is just amazing. Same mangaka as Daytime Shooting Star. And what's the other one? Sabaki Cho's Lonely Planet. Super cute. No, they do not have tails. But if they did, they'd be really cute. So, but I just love this. Every time it comes out, I'm reading it immediately. It just makes me super giggly after I read it. And it's just so cute. So cute.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm fucking around with stuff in the background.
Why would you
Sure.
buy manga if you weren't going to display it?
No one can see my collection.
It's a secret.
I can feel like that, pull out a manga and be like, got that. Just let me reach through my wall.
I
thought this was a casting couch. I was like, that's perfect.
Blushing boys. That's it.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a series for you.
Oh boy.
I was gonna do.
What's the name of that again, Mark?
In the Clear Moonlit Dusk.
Okay.
It's
I need to catch
kind
up.
of like
I like
down
the
here,
colors.
hard to see.
Yeah.
I was just sharing on Twitter the other day that I'm so far behind on that series. I've only read volume 1.
Oh, you've got to keep going.
I
It's so cute.
know.
All right,
I'll
Laura, what do you have?
continue. Since Mark's sharing all the cuteness too, I'll save the other one for the last one because that one's a different kind of cute. I mean, if we're sharing about in the clear moonlit dusk, we have to share about Cyber Affection because that's amazing too. Like just the cuteness. I read like every volume twice. Like I'll read it once really fast when it comes in, and then I have to reread it again because I have to read it slower and actually like comprehend and not just squeal the whole way through. Plus, I was really excited. I found a deal for volume 6, the Japanese one, and I got the Cyber Affection art book. I was so excited.
Oh, cool.
Book on eBay. I got it for $20, the cheapest I've seen anywhere, and I was like, it was worth it. It was worth it. It was.
Oh, God damn you! I was gonna do it too. That's out the window.
Oh, we could share it together. So here, I'll say a Cyber Affection, and you talk about how good it is, Nick.
Nope. I'll pick something else.
Why not? You really like
so
it.
freaking cute. I really do like it.
It is. I am so hyped for the anime. Like, I think it's gonna.
There's an anime coming for it.
Yes, it's coming out
know
next
that.
year.
Mhm.
They've
I
been
forgot
working
about
on it, like the production, for a really long time. So I'm like, my
3 years.
expectation super high.
How many are there supposed to be for the series? Because like, feels like it's ramping up, but
I think in Japan, aren't they like on volume 8? Because I know
Okay.
they took a hiatus because one of the ladies had her baby and they just recently came back. They're doing some kind of promo with somebody, but they're like, I think it's 8 or 9.
I
I'll
gotta
let
say
Mark-
though, it's
Go ahead.
super cute.
I'm checking.
It is.
Oh,
9.
God damn it! I forgot I could be streaming this on my channel. I always do that.
Where'd he go?
Oh man, he's not.
Nick.
How many
We're
volumes?
near the end at this point.
Yeah, that's what you get, you greedy Gus.
It's 9 and ongoing.
Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, it's so. This is another one. Like, I feel like it's like In the Clear Moonlit Dust, where everybody's heard about it. It's just so good, and the art's just so amazing, and it's just amazing. Not really sure what to say, but it's a very beautiful love story, and that last volume's cliffhanger should be illegal because I'm like, I need answers.
Heard about it, so I haven't read the latest volume.
It's probably a good thing. When the Japanese volume came in for volume, was it 7 or 6? I flipped through it. I was like, let me see the pictures. Let me see what happens.
As far as cliffhangers go, I mean, is it like Alice in Borderland type cliffhangers where you're punching the wall?
I've never read it, so I wouldn't know, but I felt like it was pretty intense because there was a lot of really good romantic buildup, and then it just stopped. And this has been a struggle for Yuki with something, and so for her to initiate, like, was like, oh my goodness! But then it just ended, and I was like, what happens next? So, but such a sweet love story, though. I mean. I feel like
cute.
It's one of those, like, in the clear moonlit dusk, even though I'm super behind, that rightfully deserves the hype that it's getting. Because I'm just like, it's hard to beat it. It's hard to beat it. Like, it's good. Did you not want to share any more, Nick? Is that why you left?
No, I was trying to change my stupid like avatar icon thing, and then that just completely took me
I thought
right
you were
out.
gonna go and try to share the stream to your channel. I was
No,
like,
I'm not
we're
that
almost
dumb.
at the end.
No, it wouldn't be a proper
yeah.
like stream if I didn't drop out once. Yeah, I picked Bond, It was that or
Little
Commander
Bond.
Chimera, but he's not really a character. He's just a figment of your imagination. So it's like Bond's cute enough to do.
Oh.
So Bond is from Spy Family or Spy X Family for you people that are better than me. But he's just super cute. He's an adopted dog. He saves Anya. He's her little like ride-on toy, and he's just cute. And another side character that just makes me smile and go, "Oh, he's cute."
Yeah.
Shh! Don't spoil it.
It's not really a spoil. Okay.
Well, what happens if they haven't read that far?
Speaking of cute little animals, I'm going back to One Piece. We're going to talk about Chopper.
Get to the chopper.
He's so adorable. The little reindeer everybody calls a raccoon. Like Law goes, "Oh, hey, raccoon, so you could talk to animals." Like, yeah, and then he looks at him and goes, "Wait, I'm not a raccoon, I'm a reindeer." Because he ate the human fruit, so he's like part like human. So, and he also started to be a doctor, so he's the ship doctor, which is also kind of interesting. But he's so cute and adorable, and I love his like friendship with Usopp. And then he's got like that big little brother, big brother relationship with Zoro.
Yeah.
Like he just rides Zoro's shoulders all around. The time Zoro got stuck in the chimney, and he's like, he got stuck in the chimney, and he starts choking Chopper. Oh my god, he's adorable.
He is. He really is.
But he takes his medicine seriously, and as a doctor, he doesn't like to see anybody hurt, even if they're the bad guy.
That is true. That is true.
Adorable. All right. Bo!
All right, cool. So
Last
I'm going
one.
away from humor. Solo leveling. I'm loving Jinwoo Sung. It's our main character right here. Basically, the world has a bunch of dungeons opening up around the world, and people randomly have gained abilities that can actually go in and fight these things. And he's like the lowest one out there. And through some kind of happenstance, he actually gains the ability to start leveling himself up. Nobody else has that ability. That it just once whatever power you have, that's what you got. Really liking it. Every volume, you see an increase in his power and the things he can do, and the opposition seems to get just as strong. So it's pretty interesting going forward. I really love this so far. I just got in volume 7 and finished that one in an hour. Like where this is going.
I'm hoping the anime is good.
Is it pretty dark?
No, the volume 1 can be a bit much, and kind of like with violence go. As far as violence goes, you might struggle with that in the beginning, but after that, it's pretty tame.
Okay, because my husband's been really interested in it, and
I think he'll love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really curious about it too. So I was like, I don't know anything about it, so I didn't encourage him or not encourage him to pick it up because I didn't know. So next time I go to the bookstore, I'll have to let him know to get it.
Yeah, basically RPG kind of style.
I have to get the latest volume. I haven't gotten that one yet.
Yeah, so if you have a thing for RPGs, I think you'll love this one.
I haven't read the light novels. I heard people say the light novels are good.
Yeah, more detail.
All right, Mark.
All right, my last one is The Girl with the Sanpaku Eyes. It is super adorable. Basically, this girl, she has RBF, resting bitch face, and she has a crush on this boy in her class, and whenever he looks at her, he thinks that she's like glaring at him, like trying to come up with ways to kill him. But she's not. She's just super cute, and she doesn't know she's doing it, and it's adorable, and it's in color, and I love the colors that they chose for this manga. It's so adorable. I mean, come on.
Oh my
But it's really fun. It's sad that this is like releases so slow because it's by Denpa. So, we only get like a few of them, but they're really well done. They've got these French flaps, and they've got like little things on the inside cover that just really take it up a notch.
I keep on forgetting it's got a mute button right there. And don't worry, it's past it. Nope, just don't worry about what I said.
It's really cute, and I love the art, and it's just their journey, like becoming friends, and then, well, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's so cute.
Looks good.
I'm so excited and ready for Volume 5 to come out. It better come out in December because I have waited all this time to read that manga. And I'm just like...
Well, my collection has a split personality. It's like really horrific or super cute.
Yeah.
The
I was
duality.
about to say she's got that Junji Ito collection going.
Yeah, I got Junji Ito, some Gantz.
Gantz is so good.
Really-
I'm currently reading that.
Yeah.
How far are you?
Just not
I'm on
picking
like
those up.
6.
Yeah,
I
that's what
finished.
I'm just starting 6.
I have
Did
to
you
start
see you
picking them up.
finished?
Yeah,
They're pretty quick reads.
they
Yeah,
are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they're
2 a day.
quick.
And it's just so bizarre that you're just like, I've got to know what happens.
Yeah, the art's really well done where you don't really need to write words on there at all. You get what they're doing and how they're feeling
Yeah.
just by the way they're drawn.
Very
That's how
graphic.
great the art is. Yeah, yes, very graphic.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that part of it, but
For you and I differ. I love it.
I just don't like his take on his female characters. That really made me mad. It's
Oh,
like they're
I
either
love
He
it.
stupid-
objectifies women.
Yeah. They're either stupid or they just, let any guy like do whatever he wants with her. And I'm just like, what?
In
Okay.
Gantz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even for me, like it took me out when the main character was shacking up with a girl in the middle of the thing, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
This doesn't even make
Why?
any sense. And then she dies, and then he's like, on to the next one.
I know.
Yeah,
Terrible.
like,
But he's also like a
doesn't-
16-year-old boy, so I mean, I guess, but
Yeah, I just didn't like every chapter page was like a half naked woman. I'm just like, really?
well, that's how you're gonna
I was
sell
like, I
it.
am here for it.
I know. I mean, it's marketed to guys, so it's not marketed to me. So, I get it.
Don't worry, we have our Manwan or
Oh yeah, it's like if it's not your thing, I mean, you can still get by it. It's still a really great story and well written characters.
It has a
Fire in the
panda bear in it.
sky. Yeah, if you're in the sci-fi, it's like top
Twisted.
notch.
okay.
And it has a panda in it.
Oh,
It
okay.
does.
The panda for a little while. Yep. Did they ever say what
The
happened to the
dog.
panda?
And
Or the dog? Yep.
Yeah.
Does the panda die, or is it just never come back?
The dog, isn't
I
it?
don't remember.
Okay, sorry.
It's
Okay, wait.
forgotten about.
Things happen. You have to
Yeah.
read it to find out what.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That was like, Laura, you didn't
All
read
right, Laura.
Gantz. Don't bullshit me.
Definitely not. I will just appreciate hearing you guys share about it. That's as far as I will ever go. So, and maybe liking photos if I see of it.
Nick's just
depending
trying to get people to drop spoilers.
Exactly.
All right, Laura, what's yours?
Okay, I didn't do a super cute one this time because I was like, if I can't do Haikyuu, I've got to do second best, and that's my Twisted Wonderland boys. So I am doing Twisted Wonderland, Book of Hearts Bowl. I think I'm saying that right, but I love these guys so much. I was like, they're so amazing. I'm currently obsessed with a character who's not in this one, but if you really enjoy, like, you want. This is going to sound bad since we just talked about Disney and how we don't have a fondness of Disney, but if you wanted to see like a Hogwarts-like kind of style when it comes to the dorms, but the characters look up to the Disney villains and very much admire them, and their characters are similar to different character traits in those villains, this is one that I would so strongly recommend. The characters are all very, very unique in such a fun way. Like each character, like this one, that's Deuce, who's one of my best boys. I love Deuce. And this one is Ace. And if we're going to talk about best boys, but as you can see right here, they're inspired by the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. So you do have like some of these like cameos of actual Alice in Wonderland, and especially like with he's the strongest guy. I don't know if I have a good picture. Oh yeah, I do right here.
Is
Duh,
this
he's
based
on the
off?
cover.
Is this like the weird Descendants thing, or is this completely its own storyline?
It's
Reminds
Based off a video game.
me of Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, it's based on its own thing. And yeah, it's
Okay.
based off of a game. Because I play the game almost every day.
What's
So,
a
or
mobile
like
game?
Oh, it's a game.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like a okay, it's not an otome game. Somebody told me what it is because there's no romance of any kind. Basically, you're just a character that has no or you're a person that enters into this world. You have no magic, and that premise is the same in here. And so when you go into this world of Twisted Wonderland, you interact with all of I think it's like roughly, we'll say like 15 boys or something like that, and
Is it
see.
a gacha game? Do you have to buy stuff, microtransactions, or?
You don't have to buy anything, but you do.
But
need-
yeah, it is. It is. Then if she said you don't have to, you can level up. But yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can.
It's a gacha
it-
game.
Yeah, it's eating up my memory on my iPad, so I'm having to be really choosy about like what events I can play on there right
Well,
now.
let's be honest. You're like pictures of the kids. Nope. Little daddies. Yep. Yeah, this.
Do not call me out.
I was kidding.
It's so true though. It's so true. I feel bad. Like, yeah, if you look at my board that I have like all of my favorite characters, and then I have like 5 smaller size pictures of my family, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
5th birthday. Forget it. They'll remember. They won't remember it.
I have like so many screenshots on the iPad and like barely any of my kids, so I feel so called out.
Don't worry, mine's full of memes.
Yeah, so but this is really fun. Like, it has a little bit of a darker fantasy to it in the manga than the game does, but I love so many of the characters, and I have such a blast seeing how the magic takes place. And this guy here, let me get a better picture where it's not so dark. His name's Riddle, and he is definitely very similar to the Queen of Hearts, and his like spell that he uses or whatever is off with your head. And he is very, very cool. He's not my favorite character. I actually did not like him until I got his backstory, so I guess that's just how I am. Like, if you have a grumpy, mean character and they're mean to other characters I like, they get canceled until they change my
Is that what
mind.
you do with your kids' picks? Canceled. Mommy needs to play.
Now, if you really want a dark Alice in Wonderland video game, look for the game
Alice
Alice. Yeah, Alice
American
Yeah.
McGee's.
Returns. Oh, I love that one.
Oh,
Look,
well,
look for a
I don't know
trailer
if you'd
for
like that.
probably not, but look for American McGee's Alice. Very old school game, the first one, but they updated graphics and everything for part 2. So Alice the Madness Returns, really good story.
Yeah, she's fresh out the mental hospital. It's pretty good.
Hack and slash.
I think I
Yep.
saw PewDiePie
She
play
runs around with
that.
the giant butcher knife, and she's like, chip, chip, chip. It's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
won't
it's
find
definitely
any
not the lore.
no butcher in this one. Well, except for like a
Pictures of the kids. Yeah, we know.
monster, but
I love you, Laura. I just love giving you a hard time because you're so easy to pick on. I'm only kidding. I love you.
I know I feel like I'm so vulnerable. And,
It's-
like, I fall for things too often.
You do. You're a great mom. I'm just
Yes.
busting you, and it's light ribbing. I would be harder on like everyone else, but you, I'm pretty nice too. So I'm just kidding.
Aw.
It means I like you, and I think you're a good person.
Oh, I think you guys are great people too. And Kitty Cat, you're not wrong. I usually do cancel my edgy boys, but I do actually like the delinquent boys. I can get into that. But yeah, usually I need my wins. So
She can fix them.
Yes.
No. All right.
Does anybody
Next
know
up.
what this is?
Yes,
No.
you do.
Yep, it's the Gojo fairy. Did you say Gojo or Gojo? How do you pronounce it?
Gojo? Yeah.
Gojo? Yeah, it's a dumpling.
Yeah.
It's the dumpling fairy from Dorohedoro. It's like a little character that
Oh,
pops up here
yes,
and there, and it's
okay.
just super cute.
okay,
It's a-
because I was about to ask. I said, which one am I looking at? Am I looking at the kid or the
It's-
rats?
It's not the rat. It's the little tiny fairy that's like 3 inches tall, and it's just super cute. And
He's so cute.
Kinda
Or
funny.
is it he, she, they?
It-
They're so cute.
these are them. It is a
Then
a
it.
living object with
Dumpling.
no sex.
Oh, okay.
It identifies as dumpling.
They're so
And that's it.
cute.
Yep.
Oh,
I
they're
almost
so
bought
cute.
I almost bought a Nendrod of it, but I'm not going to spend $120 just to have it on my shelf and be like,
yeah, something like that.
Gyoza. Yeah.
Gyoza,
Yeah,
thank
gyoza.
you.
Gyoza. Yeah.
Does anybody ever try to eat them?
I've
Or
had
eat
them. They're
Yes.
delicious.
They are good.
You get it with some ginger root sauce.
Oh no, I mean like the character, not the real one.
She meant
Oh.
in the manga.
Yeah, in the
Oh no,
manga.
it's just like a little background thing that runs around once in a while in the
Okay. That was funny because
Oh,
you guys were
dumpling
like,
shop.
yeah, it's really good. So I'm like, oh, the poor character.
Freaking dumpling. Of course it's awesome.
Well, Dorohedoro is a great series, but again, Laura, you wouldn't like it. Too violent,
Satanic.
Yeah,
dark,
I'll-
and gritty.
I'll stick with my fluffy.
All right, my last
good,
one
Gary.
is going to be Coco from Wish Hat.
Oh.
Tillier, I think I said that right.
Mm-hmm.
She is so adorable. It's like I
Yeah.
feel bad for her. She dreamed of being a witch, and then she finds she's been given a book and a wand by a mysterious person, and then she ends up accidentally unleashing a spell that causes havoc, and she ends up being taken in by I guess he's a witch, and makes her an apprentice at his school, and she goes through all this different stuff, and she doesn't know that there's an evil group trying to use her to unlock something, and it's kind of like if Harry Potter met Studio Ghibli, is how I put it.
Yeah.
So it is good because I
Yeah,
have
it
like
is
1
good.
through 6. I just never got
It is
around to it.
very good.
It is
I-
very
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
The
Nick, you
horror-
would like it. It's cute enough.
Okay, but I just
Honestly-
love the woodblock style art. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the way
really
they
good.
do magic,
Yes.
that's what drew me into this, because they do magic a different way in this.
Yes.
It's just really appealing.
Because I thought
It
Mashal
is.
sounded good and I hated it.
And
No, this is better.
Yeah,
This is
Okay.
better.
yeah.
Yes. It actually has a story and it's going
Yes,
somewhere.
and it's very intriguing mystery about stuff from the past and why she's being targeted. It's really good.
What's the
Gorgeous
cute little
art.
caterpillar thing? It's cute as hell.
It is cute.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Super cute.
Honestly,
Yes.
that moment in volume 1 where she realizes, like, has that horror of her decision of what happened, you know,
Yes.
the mistake. I will never forget how, I mean, really, honestly, it was like the horror of that, what just happened, the consequences she knows are going to happen, really was so impactful of that moment.
Yeah.
I really need to continue it because I loved volume 1. I feel like this manga, regardless of your age, makes you feel like a little kid. Like it brings magic to life in a really cool way that I have not experienced with another manga like that before.
And I love like the relationships too. Like she builds with the classmates. There's this one who's kind of like annoyed that she's there because she didn't go through it the same way everybody else had to. And she takes it seriously and she thinks Coco doesn't, and she kind of puts her through some stuff. And where she meets the little caterpillar was an interesting one too. I believe that was in volume 1 as well. Where she sends her off on the test
Mhm.
without the teacher knowing about it.
Oh yeah.
And the little caterpillar dude is awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, that is
Coco
our
Melon.
top 5 manga characters that make us happy. Anything else you guys got going on with your videos coming up, Bo?
No, I'm kind of just kicking back.
Trying
right
to figure
now.
it out.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
until something strikes me and makes me want to do a video, I think I'll do that. But not really in a hurry right now. I'm just reading my manga and enjoying it.
Awesome. Mark, anything
Yeah.
coming up with you?
I've just been reading. Let's see. I've come up with some ideas on some videos. I'll probably be coming back in the first week of September. So that's when my kiddo goes back to school, so I'll have a little more time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the summer's been crazy, so I kind of just went on a hiatus out of nowhere. So yeah, it's been a good summer, but I'm excited to get back to like making videos and stuff. So
Yeah.
no, I kind of want to get away from hauls and just do like kind of
Yeah.
topical, kind of like, you know, whatever I'm into kind of videos,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
more recommendations
Exactly.
and like, hey, I think you guys should read these ones and
Yeah,
just kinda
recommendations.
get away from hauls. I'm
Yeah.
tired
That's
of
what I
making that
should
kind
do.
of content.
No, that's what I said on X. I said you won't see me put out another manga haul ever again. You will see me do recommendation videos, Like I still got one that I've rewritten a dozen times already, but when I feel like finishing it, I'll do it. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I have a hard time like talking about like manga. Like even if I love it, I'm just kind of like I can't find the words to like do like a review. I was talking to Laura, I'm like sometimes I have like imposter syndrome, like trying to crank out a review on something when all I say I'm like, oh, it's so cute, I love it, and that's all I feel like I'm saying.
I think recommendations with reviews, when you first publish them, they don't really pop off, but then people end up finding them, and that does better in the algorithm like 6 months to a year later, where you get more hits off that than an actual haul video, I think.
Fact.
If it's well done.
Yeah, haul videos do great like that month, and then nobody
cares.
watches them again. So
Yep.
yeah, I just kind of want to make content that I'm excited about and just talk about like the things that I'm like loving reading at the moment. So
yeah,
I think over the past 2 years, all of us have grown up and figured out our niche, what we like doing, because we're all copying other people's stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's, I like this, I like that.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us have pulled away, and there's not a lot of people that are doing hauls anymore. Or if they are, they're like severely underrated. Like, I got 20 manga. It's
or
like,
they're doing crazy stuff like they do a live stream and tell people to tell them what to buy.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, I watched that and like there are so many people on there, and I was like, this is what people go for. It's like I should do it, but I don't have the energy for that. It's like it feels kind of soulless, honestly.
I would figure out how to make a bunch of accounts and make it...
like stuff you don't want to read, you know? I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, it's like I have 10,000 manga, and I totally read them all. Yeah, sure. I bet you enjoyed them all too.
All right, Chad. What's the next boys' love? I'm not gonna read it, but I'm gonna buy it to make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like if you're in the manga tube, do something that you like. I mean, again, if you're starting off, I get it because I did the same thing. I did the manga hauls and everything, just trying to figure out what I wanted. And I look at the people who have been into it for years, are very successful at it, and they don't even look like they like what they're doing. And I don't want to be like that.
They've changed their content too. A lot of them changed to streaming or variety. That's usually what happens. You get your base audience, you try different things, see what works, and then you go into multifaceted whatever genre, or you do like a variety stream or just different things to stay relevant. Because once you switch over to doing that full time as a job, you are completely fucked if you're not streaming 24/7 because you have no income. You have nothing to fall back on. Yeah, I'm not dissing it. It's cool if you can make money off it, but you have to get burnt out at some point doing that, I would assume.
Laura, do you got anything coming up?
I do. I have a manga recommendation actually coming out on Friday. It is, let's see if I can remember the title. Villainous Level 99. I may be the final boss or the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord.
We're going to believe you on it. We're going to believe you.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Black Butler's awesome. So.
Omega.
It was really good. So I'm hoping that the review does well. I checked it out because I heard there was an anime coming out for it, but it's the first time in a really long time where I filmed a video review before I did a written review. So
you did off the cuff like I do?
Yeah, usually I'll try and do a written review so I feel like I can.
It's more freeing. Just talk to it, and then when you're done with it, just edit it, because sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot like this tiny plot of like the middle at the end. Just edit it and try to slip it in, or if you do a pan or something, just drop it right in. It'll fit in.
Yeah, I should try that because I really related what Marg was saying. I feel like every Tuesday night when we do these, I never explain well what I'm trying to like gush about, and I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm tired or like what, but I'm like, I feel like Papa, like reviews. That's the one manga I'm like, I want to give a good review on so I can convince people, but I'm like, it's just so cute, go read it.
Like, so. I feel like though your recommendation videos, like you can make me read anything the way you talk about it, and
you're
just
so
your
passionate
enthusiasm about it, and how you're excited about it, and just like things that you do point out in the series are things that are like very interesting. So you could make me read like something I totally didn't want to pick up, but I'm like, oh, now I'm interested.
Well, thanks, guys. That makes me feel right. Thank you. But I am sorry. It's like I'm excited and sorry at the same time because that goes like with you're not planning. If you're budgeting and you're like, I'm just getting these things, or maybe you're not even budgeting. You're just like, I want XYZ manga. And you're like, oh, let me go get this manga because a recommendation. It sounded good, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully that made sense. So I just actually bought a 3-volume. Well, it's longer than 3 volumes, but it's called Bamboo Blade or
That sounds
Bamboo
cool.
Girl. Yeah, I guess it's out of print, but I got the first 3 volumes. I just won volume 1, but this person had it for sale with free shipping for $20, and they sent me an offer for 15, and I was like, let's do it because volume 2 is like $13, and I'm like, I'll take it. But so
Buy 2 get 1 free.
that's exactly. It's like I didn't mean to buy all 3, but the deal was too good to pass up.
Sometimes you buy something, you may like it, you may not, but you gotta try it.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping I do enjoy it.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
What about you, Nick? Are we going to get to see any more about San Diego Comic-Con?
I have so much stuff, but like I thought the overtime was done. I was told it was done, and then like work more overtime. So I was trying to edit it on my days off, but then like I'm doing errands and stuff. I still have the whole Jinji Ito thing, the same one that my BU filmed, but mine's a little different. I panned and did that. I still have the whole New York Comic Con thing. I got the stuff I shot my brother. Sorry, not New York Comic Con, San Diego. But like, I'm bad. If I don't do it in the first week or 2, no one's gonna give a shit about it. But I had fun with it. Like the one working out for Funimation, I thought it was fun, but that flopped so hard. But I liked it.
Oh God, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna be doing like a manga 101 if I get time to edit the video this week. But gonna like start introducing people who want to know more about manga and different topics. So we'll see how that goes.
Are you gonna make that like a series?
Monday.
Like I was gonna say a manga series. Are you gonna make that a video series?
Yeah, I had a vote, and we're gonna talk about the difference between manga and manhwa.
Okay. Oh yeah, quick synopsis just for everybody. I won't spoil it, but if you have any questions about Barbie and you like funny movies, just go see it. Even as a dude, I thought I was gonna hate it. My friend's like, "Let's go see it." It opens with Barbie going, "So, did you ever think about death?" And I was like, "I'm sold."
I love that part.
Yep,
this is my favorite part.
And Will Ferrell's in it.
Yet, but I heard so many good things about it.
Will Ferrell's a shitty executive for Mattel at the end, and he just plays it perfect, like that douchebag. It was cool.
Yeah, I like the what's his name playing Alan.
Michael Alan. Yeah. He's so
like
useless.
The random like best friend doll that like
everyone else is Ken, but he's just Alan.
He's Alan.
Yeah. Like they're all on the beach, like hi Ken, hi Ken, hi Ken.
Hi Ken. Alan.
Hi. Ken Revolution. I heard about that.
Yeah.
It was good.
All right. Well, it's been fun.
Yes.
Let's do this again. Hopefully next week. Nothing happens.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let me know, Nick.
Depends.
But it was nice catching up with family.
Yes, it is. It's always fun. And just to remind you guys again, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will definitely see you on the next video. Have a great night.
Hold on. Hold up.
Now. What?
Don't forget to pimp your merch. That's why you have a channel.
Oh yeah, I have a store. Check out the affiliate link down below. Nick's even bought a shirt.
Hold on, I have a picture of it from earlier today when I was at the gym. Hold on. I took it off because it got sweaty, but
God.
Oh yeah.
I bought it. After she put out codes, I was like, oh, I could have saved money. I support my friends.
I had the codes up beforehand.
You didn't tell me. You let me spend my money.
It was even on the site.
Your money's not good here. Oh, wait, this is real.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you hopefully next week. In the meantime, have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.